Include on this computer.
Jesus.
I think consent.
Yeah,
I do.
that was pretty quick. All right, guys. We're doing a SAP tier list for our fans.
Yeah.
Okay, Ricky has control. So
So
Here we go by
jump into
tier.
it. Wait, we should introduce ourselves and give our pronouns.
right. You're already, this is cuttable.
Leo, he, him. Fun
Fun fact.
fact,
Oh, yeah.
I'm from Mauritius. Where Dodo's from.
Sort of.
Was that gonna be yours, Rob?
Close to India.
Was
What?
that? Oh, it is close to India, yeah. Next.
My name's Ricky, or Ricky207 on SAP. He, him.
Oh, wait, finish, but we should give our credentials.
Oh,
Why we're qualified.
my fun fact is I have coronavirus.
Not real.
Rob, go on.
Hi guys, I'm Roberto. So I joined law school because
Pronouns.
what's that?
Pronouns.
Oh, he, him, of course.
Of course, it's not obvious. So
Yeah, okay. Well, fuck you too, Ricky.
Yeah,
And my
fun
fun
fact.
fact. I don't know if I have a fun fact.
His fun fact is that he's unfun.
No,
Yeah.
that's no.
And that's a fact.
He's criminally unfun. But yeah, credentials. I have a level 3 perfect B win with a 3 squad, which Northern Lions said holy burst to. And I was in a
How many impressions you get?
well, I got like sub half a second of impressions.
Sub
was-
half a century.
Or no, above half a century of impressions. Oh, wait, no. Impressions, you said? I think
Yeah.
impressions through the roof. 2000 something, you know?
2000 centuries or
No, just 2 centuries. No, 20 centuries.
you're really you shouldn't use these like comparisons when you can't really do the mental math.
I was in a Goldemon hobby where I did pretty well, and I have 100% achievements, including some difficult ones. And I got a sloth.
I didn't want to tell you guys until we were recording because I forgot, but I got a sloth
What?
last night during a horrible losing streak. When I was
Very
like,
good.
Screenshot it, Ricky.
I took pictures. I have pictures of it. It was very early in a game, and I ended up losing with it. It was just sad. I want to move past it, but I have a level 3 snail win,
Mhm.
which is cool.
Also,
And I once played Northern Lion in a YouTube video entitled "Is the Bluebird Actually S tier?" at around 18 minutes in, 18:30. And I lost, but it was like my first day of playing. So yeah.
you had a good squad.
Yeah, it was 3 Badgers or something silly.
Will the recording show my reactions here?
You can hope they do. I
You
mean,
better be
All right, I
pogging
have to
out.
party hat that.
we see them, yeah.
My credentials are a little bit less formal maybe than Leo and Ricky's because I don't have as many achievements. And I'm sure Northern Lion soon is gonna comment on one of my things is all. But I will say when we play lobbies, I get third the least.
Probably true, yeah. Probably.
Sure.
That's my claim to fame.
Yeah. And we're all like really, really good at the game.
Right. Like that's like our sort of appeal, I guess, if we're selling ourselves, is that we're like
You don't have to tell them that, Ricky.
we're gods. It's
More a
subtle.
show don't tell sort of
It's
situation.
sort of like a I don't know, like you get in their heads with the sort of subtle marketing. I don't know. Anyway,
So yeah, that's just who we are. Just three sap dudes. Let's jump into it, shall we?
gladly.
I say we go by tier.
It's not
Tier?
organized. Which
I
is
feel
a
like we should
problem.
just go by the order that they have.
This order is stupid.
Also, we should not do food because that's stupid too.
Yeah, that was an issue.
No, I think
that-
you should do food.
Food's boring.
It's also this includes coconut. Like you can't buy that.
Food's insanely boring.
Coconut should not count,
And
but the
peanut.
foods you can
Peanut,
buy
like-
should go at the end. We'll do them at the end.
Yeah,
Like,
do
oh,
them at
I-
the end,
The
and you
peanut's
guys,
really good.
you guys can click off if you want to. No problem.
But stick to the
Timestamps will
because
be in the bid.
there's a really cool surprise
Um,
at the end.
All right, let's
Yeah.
just go by the order they give it to us, and then we, you know,
It's harder to do it that way
no, it's not.
because you got to compare them against the other tier one.
We can readjust.
All right, fine.
First big argument of the channel.
All right,
I don't know if
everyone-
this
all
is
right,
gonna
all right,
last.
here's what we're gonna do. Everyone say their tier on 3.
That's so dumb.
Of the of the
Yeah,
end,
and
right?
it'll be desynced, so you can do that in the editing.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Oh, we
Three,
should have all
two,
done the
one.
clap at the same
Wait.
time.
Wait, you didn't wait for us.
I did. Ricky
He
was
was
blabbering.
talking.
He
I
was
was
3, 2,
blabbering.
1. I agree. A tier.
I also was gonna say A, so that's good.
So we want to sync that up in post.
Yeah, but wait, we should all clap at the same time so we
Why?
can sync it.
I did that at the beginning.
Oh, if we all clap, you can sync our 3 on. Oh wait, I guess it's all on your end.
Yeah, it's probably already
That's
synced.
stupid.
There's no big deal. All right, Ricky. All right,
Okay, and to solid A.
Yeah. Could you care to explain your choice?
oh yeah. we
I've been
should probably
thinking
sync.
about this. I think that none of the tier 1s are S tiers, that there's a bunch of A tiers.
Well, we'll get to one. So
But I think Ant is super solid, but it's kind of a bad tier up.
well, it sucks to get stuck with one.
Kind of, yeah. If you just pill it, it's pretty good buffs.
Well, it's just like an ant is a make or break type of thing. Like just adding it on to any team just gives you a huge boost. Like if you like have a couple like
Early game Ant just wins you,
right, exactly.
which is what you need. You just need early game.
I will say it's also, it is annoying that it's like luck dependent a little bit.
Sure. Well, that's why
Yeah.
it's not S.
That's just
Like,
just
when you
most
play
of early
Ricky,
game.
you lose in like the 10% chance that his mosquitoes hit all your ants.
Yeah.
And then
Like
you-
early game is just a little bit of RNG.
Yeah, it's still good.
Yeah. No, Ant's busted. Yeah, it just carries you early game. Badger.
I thought we were gonna do, we'll do Apple at the end.
Yeah, yeah.
I would
Badger.
preview Apple is an F tier.
Apple is not F tier. That is
No.
so wrong.
Apple is
No.
terrible.
Yeah, you're wrong, but that's a little thing to look forward to in the end. Oh wow.
Give you a little preview.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. S.
Hey,
I said A.
I would say on the cusp, but between S and A, like
Yeah, high A.
top of A. I mean,
There's a reason I wouldn't put it S, and it's because I've realized that like it's not perfect. Like the honey badger isn't perfect. It feels perfect,
it's pretty perfect.
but it can like if you don't buff it, like if you don't get a level 2 badger at a certain point, you can't keep it. And if you have it, it's detrimental. Or like
if you stick
also,
a tiger
it
on a
does get
badger,
countered by Croc and Dolphin.
you just invest. You just got to invest heavily. On
But
it.
okay,
No, it doesn't get countered by dolphin because
it gets countered by alligator, but that's
Yeah.
only if you're not leveling it up.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's one. But like, I also feel like you got to get the badger at the right time. Like a late game badger is not helpful at all. I feel
No,
like the
yeah,
S tier-
that's
true of
true.
most
the
things.
S
though.
tiers
You
are
want
like you
to-
should buy them every time they come up, basically.
that's probably true. Yeah, I would.
True,
Yeah,
yeah.
I agree
I think
that
it's like
high A
super
tier.
top of A.
We could put it first in A forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stick
Yeah.
it there. Oh, B, what is?
Like
that's
I kind of
B3?
think S tiers need to be nerfed. And I don't think Honey Badger needs.
I
to.
think there's no S tiers. Everything is
stupid.
A.
That's
Nah,
dumb.
I'm kidding.
You're
There's
an
a
idiot.
separate monkey tier. That's a little spoiler for you.
F
Um,
minus.
okay. Beaver, 3, 2, 1.
C.
I didn't really think of where to go, but
Maybe D. I don't know.
yeah,
It's a-
I really hate
I
the
feel it's
Beaver
like a B
nerfs.
slash C.
I don't hate it, but so it
I'm very reluctant to put it even after like most. I think it's probably the tier 1 that I would choose the third least.
sure. But
I
here's the
think, well, I
thing.
think it's a worse mosquito.
No, but no,
Yeah, it's a worse mosquito.
It's
It's
the same
because
stats, but with the worse ability.
it's good for, and I like shrimp and I like dog, and it's good for buy sell.
Okay, that's
Kind of,
true, but
yeah,
It's really good for buy
but
sell.
also in general, shrimp dog builds are not
Shrimp dog builds are
relevant right now.
they're the future, they're the past, and
The
they're
past.
importantly the future.
I think the beaver nerfs were horrible. I used to be a huge beaver proponent.
I think it's just
What
it's
was the
average.
nerf?
now.
What
It's like
was
It was went from +1/+1 to just +1 health.
Oh, right. No, it does +1 to 2 things.
Yeah, it used to do that too. Yeah,
No, but
you do +1/+1 to 2 things, but
yeah,
then
yeah, yeah.
+1 health.
I think
Yeah, that
it's
is
just
true.
like
Honestly.
I think it's worse than the other. Its stats are kind of unimpressive. Also, I think it really one thing is that it trades with ant, which is like really bad. Because
Right.
the
Well,
ant
ant
gives you
does-
stuff. Like
Yeah.
it's just not a very good fighting unit. I feel like.
It's not good. The buffs aren't that good. Like Rob hates fucking Apple, and it does the same thing. You know, Apple better than.
Wow.
I do hate the
I
apple.
think it could be D, but
I think C is fair. It's like not
No, I-
unplayable.
D, I would be comfortable putting it in D.
low C.
I think it's not
high D.
terrible. I think especially I've also had some success with like double otter beaver.
I think Otter's better than Beaver.
Otter's actually good though.
Yeah, it is, but it's like
Otter makes anything.
I think it's
good.
a
That's
C.
the
Let's
thing.
let's put
I
it C
think
for now and then
D,
see
I'm
how
gonna
it
put some
stacks
bad
up.
animals.
Did you
in
say
D.
D or C?
C, just to
Oh,
say.
like
Yeah,
D
that's
is gonna
true,
be
'cause we
some
don't
really
know
bad
where
animals.
other stuff.
It is kind of like an average. Yeah.
Sure.
I
Come on.
Arguably,
wait,
double
wait,
S.
wait.
We
Bison,
know.
3, 2, 1, S.
S.
Two
Yeah.
S's. I think
Well,
I
not 2
straight up
S's.
I think that there's S and I think then there's monkey and bison tier. Like I think they're that broken.
Well,
Wow.
I think-
Monkey is not as broken as you think. I know what you're gonna say when we get to it, but it's
Yeah.
really not. Bison is better than Monkey, like way better. But
I think Bison's better than Monkey too. But we've had this argument thousands of times.
right. And we're not
Um,
recorded though, so
I
But
mean,
yeah, no,
it's also
Bison's sick.
I started running that thing you showed me, Leo, the 2 level 1 bison. It's so stupid.
I won with that
It's crazy.
today.
it's
We ended
it's so ridiculous.
It's
so
insane.
dumb.
Yeah.
It's so ridiculous.
Yeah. And just
Like-
in general, that you can get it with the level 3 level up on turn 5, and then you just beat every team you come up against.
Also, it just should not be a 6/6. It's like not even bad without the buffing stuff.
Yeah, I've bought it without a level 3 because it's better than like some shitty thing I have.
Yeah, it's just kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. Okay. Pufferfish
Pufferfish.
or blowfish?
Same. I guess
have you.
blowfish in the game.
3, 2, 1.
D.
See,
I do not respect the puffer.
really,
fish.
I like pufferfish.
I put it F.
Really?
I think no. I think F is like unplayable.
You know, but the thing, that's what I'm saying, is that it took me so long to get this level blowfish achievement because it was so unplayable that I could never just keep it long enough. Because
That's crazy because I have a level 3 blowfish win by accident because it's just so good.
It's
Like,
so
actually.
bad. It's so criminally bad.
No,
It's
because
like-
here's the thing, it can work with hedgehog.
If you
It
get
like
garlic
can
on
work
it and
if
a
it gets
hedgehog,
big and it has garlic. Like it's like it's playable sometimes in the perfect scenarios. I feel like F is reserved for unplayable. There's no such thing as a good scenario for it.
Sure, maybe.
it's definitely not
but
F.
I think
It's
it's like
bad.
it's a solid D.
It's very bad.
What
You
did
guys said
Ricky say?
A? I said A.
What?
No, I said B. I said C
Ricky.
or B.
You said
You said
A?
You said C or B?
Yeah,
B?
but I'll put it in D, I guess.
Yeah, it's D.
That's what
It
we're
sucks. It sucks D.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
This man's talking about A tiers. Yeah, and
I
in
was kidding
blowfish.
about
Same
that.
thing, same thing.
That's right. Fuck you, blowfish. Oh, this does have. So, are we doing DLC or not?
If you want to do it,
I mean, I don't really give a shit about DLC.
I say,
Alright.
I say we
sucks.
just skip them.
Yeah.
Camel.
Dromedary.
That's a camel.
What?
Yeah, no.
If there's two humps, count the
Yeah.
humps.
Yeah. Camel. 3, 2, 1, D.
C.
Yeah, it's definitely D.
I was C/D.
I think.
I
Well,
feel like-
actually, I think C. It could be just because it has a lot of like health, and so it normally when you buy it early, it gets its buff.
This is why it's not like, this is why I think it's D, is because I always think it's gonna get like two, like the health is gonna carry it. And it never, it's always shit and does absolutely nothing ever.
I
Like,
mean, if you expect it to go in getting you one buff,
but
it does
Like-
normally.
yeah, sometimes on the first round you buy it, you'll get one buff and then it's never good again.
Okay, but
Actually,
I've run it like where if you can get a level 2 camel, it gives kind of crazy buffs. And if you combine,
it?
if you like food the camel,
Yeah.
it can
I-
actually be kind of good. Also, elephant camel can like steal around.
I think elephant camel works a little bit, and it's
It like works a little
Build.
bit.
but camel has that going for it.
Like I think a level 2 camel is not so bad.
Then again, what's it called?
But I'm willing to put it at the top of D. I think it's like bottom C, top D.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think it's probably D because Blowfish also works with a good build and works better.
right, like a one specific setup but it's
Yeah,
bad
yeah,
for
you're right.
everything.
You're right.
That's true, actually.
Yeah. But yeah, I like top of D just because it's better, more health.
Sure.
Okay, cat. I don't really use
AKA black cat.
black cat.
I also
That's
never
pretty
use, I was gonna
racist,
say, like,
this.
I don't have any thoughts on it. I mean, it's obviously like not bad.
But let's just give our ratings.
All right.
2, 1.
D.
E? Oh, sure.
Because I think it's very cool that it buffs with can as well. Like that's pretty.
Right, that's cool.
Because then you could just get like a 50-50 shot, you know?
Yeah, but like, not, you can't.
But you could.
I'll say I feel like it's good. It obviously it works really well with rabbit.
It's
or with,
really
like-
good with any food build.
Yeah,
Like
but
very good.
it's
then-
not like a run saver. I feel like.
Yeah, but I think you can like if you have a flex spot, you can bring it in just for a few bucks,
Right.
and that's sick. Like
That I agree with. The problem with that is, like, when you bring it in a flex spot, then and then you buy food, then you just like have it. Like, I don't know. Like, it's not great to have. And also, yeah, I don't know. Like, even in food builds, I almost never buy it. Like, even when I'm doing
I
like
mean,
a
I
worm
think
thing.
I don't buy it, but it's because I underrate it. I think
Right,
it's-
that's
To be honest,
very
I
good
think
buffs.
the biggest thing knock against the cat is I feel like it's like a win more. Like all the times I've gotten it and it's like popping off, it's because I have like a level 2 rabbit and like a worm and a bunch of pears. And like I was going to the moon anyways, but now I'm just getting like a stupid amount of like stats on it. Like or I'll have like the craziest sushi you've ever seen.
right.
But like you were already doing well because you have to have all this other setup. Like, you
yeah,
have
it's
to have,
not like a
seal,
game changer on
worm.
its own.
Yeah,
it
but
does
it's like
help.
it's you.
it's cool. I think it's cool.
Yeah, and that does include in the tier list, by the way, like straight up.
What, like cool
What?
factor?
Yeah, cool factor.
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah,
with
sure.
that.
I mean, I think it works. I think it works.
I think it's a solid B. Like I feel like
Yeah,
it's better
B is
than the
good.
beaver, but it's not like a great animal. It's like a good animal.
Yeah. Cow. Anyone else want to do the countdown?
I know you've been doing such a good job.
Uh, wait, so who's doing the countdown?
You can do it. It seems like you.
Okay, okay. 3,
Just gonna voice
2,
crack.
I thought you were gonna.
1.
Hey,
A.
E. Oh.
you keep like feeling like you keep getting it wrong.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
trying to
Ricky.
gauge what other people are gonna say.
I thought you were gonna
Yeah.
start from 10 with that.
I was that'd be good.
I thought he was gonna be like 3, 2, 1.
I was also gonna say A, and then I was like, I put it in like the high B.
Ricky's
it's also-
opinion is so malleable.
No.
All right, here's why I think A. Okay, the main, it's a great animal, but it costs a spot, which is kind of annoying.
I think it's the type of animal that you almost always buy.
Yeah, but it's like, it's not run carry, you know?
No, but it's like it's always a cool boost, you know?
Well, see, the thing is,
Wait, are
the
you saying
reason-
it should be S?
No,
No, I
he's
think
saying
A.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
think
think I also think A. I think
the reason I,
think-
thought A and I was thinking about high B is just because I did think it was like a must buy. And I feel like more recently I've been moving away from buying it when I see it, which is just why I'm putting it
I
low
think-
A, high B.
I think with the nerfs, it's definitely like not as good as it used to be. And it's definitely in the late game, it kind of doesn't do that much
yeah,
relatively, but
it's
cool. It's
super
still
good with
something-
food builds and just
Yeah.
like in general,
Also-
it's a nice one to have. Like, I don't know. I also
Something-
feel like one annoying thing is the food clearing is pretty irritating. Like there are definitely times that,
Yeah. It's annoying you can't freeze over that.
yeah,
You can't just add an extra food slot or whatever.
Right, right.
One thing I've never done that seems viable, honestly, is a food build where you just keep a cow and you just keep leveling it up.
Yeah, that
been
I've been
trying that,
trying to do that.
and
It's hard.
the cows dry up. As
Yeah.
soon as you get a 2 cows, you're never ever gonna see a third cow.
I need like 4 things left, and one of like in achievements, one of the last things I need is a cow. I just can't.
Really? Wait, you're at 4 left?
I think so,
Yeah,
That's sick.
same, for sure.
but
But yeah, cows A tier, probably worse than the other 2 A tiers we have right now.
I can put it at bottom of A. I'm very comfortable with.
Yeah, I think it's like just better than cat for sure.
Mm,
Like honestly, even in a food build, you'd rather have a cow because like cow with rabbit goes crazy,
Yeah,
for example, or like on worm or
yeah.
seal.
On a worm is really shines.
yeah. Crab.
My opinions on this have changed a lot recently.
Really?
Rob, you should do the countdown.
Yeah.
All
yeah.
right, 3, 2, 1, B.
C. I think it's
You-
like fine.
Do you know about a cupcake crab?
Yeah.
It can be nice. I had this middle game recently where I was getting nothing, and all I was doing, I saw a cupcake crab, and then I was just buying more crabs behind it, and I had actually got like 3 decent units. Like I got like
I
a
see that.
514, a 414, and like a 314 or something with meat, and like I stole a lot of rounds with like essentially no real
crab
unit.
meat is so good.
Yeah.
Like
I see that a lot on like challenge runs, is that crab is a good workaround, but it's never something I really want that
Well,
much. Like,
Also, I'll say at the end game, if you're running like dragon or something, like a steak crab is pretty nice.
That's interesting. I've
Like,
never
it's
kept a
a
crab that long. I
solid,
guess I
like,
have, but-
Throw me in unit.
it's like fine. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like having that much health and not like doing 5 damage doesn't work for a while. It's like-
Well, I think it's in the early game, beginning of mid game, it is really good. Like maybe like with meat, it's obviously way better, but it still can be viable without. Which is why I was thinking like it's better than average, like it's better than C, like a low B.
I think also it works really well if you have something that's like out of control scaling, like a worm or a dog. or like something where it's like this, my whole build is like this unit is going to get 50-50 as soon as possible. Like
It's the
you can
worst
get
caterpillar. I know
Never
you guys
heard of
don't
that.
get that.
oh DLC.
I also think the nerfs again make it worse.
Oh, he was for sure like very, very good before. I think bottom of B is fair. I think it's better than a beaver.
I do like the idea of like when you put a crab on your already existing crab to rebuff it. That's
Yeah. Also, if you're running penguin level 2 crab, it's not so
Oh,
bad.
I won
It's
with that
fine.
recently. Or I sold the crab, I think.
I think it's like it's
'Cause it
decent.
sucks.
I think it's bottom of B.
Sure.
I think it's Rob, I
fine.
totally agree. I think it's bottom of B. And
Yeah.
that's where it shall be.
Nice.
So
He's so clever.
it's an interesting one.
Cricket.
I've also
Yes.
changed my opinion on this a lot recently.
I did
haven't.
it now, not really.
All right,
3, 2, 1, D.
B.
You said B?
Yeah.
Really?
Okay.
I said C.
Okay. And you know why, Ricky? This is your fault because in the lobbies, you always run big cricket and it's so fucking annoying.
I
at
do
level
do
2
that, but I
cricket
don't like it.
Sucks.
Level 2 cricket beats a B.
Well,
It's kind of stupid.
the reason
and
why
also,
it's
like-
average and not worse than average is because in the like a round 2 or something, it's a naturally occurring B, which is but it's also bad in the back because it's like it's always weak.
Yeah.
So it's not that
It
good.
sucks.
Okay.
Like,
think-
it's not bad.
Actually, I'm willing to put it at like C,
Well,
but it like it can rob a lot of rounds. And
cricket
it's-
horse honestly beats me a lot and it
Right.
pisses me off
that's true.
every time.
Yeah. It's like
So
not
annoying.
that bad. But the thing
It's
is, it's not
very
because the
annoying.
horse. The cricket actually just has like a lot of stats for the early game.
2-1 + 1.
It's not bad.
It's 2-2.
It's like those are decent stats in the beginning, though.
And also
Not
it's
really.
definitely
If you
not,
come up against like a 3 health dude,
you're done. Well, with a horse though, you could beat that. Also, it's like as good as a beaver. Like it's equal.
I would rather have a cricket than a beaver.
I probably would too, except I do think
I feel like cricket is
myself.
a decent third animal on round 1. Like mosquito cricket or ant cricket, fish cricket. Like that can win you rounds.
well, because it's like having a bee when you can't afford a bee.
Exactly.
That's
It-
that's why I'm
hate
agreeing.
cricket.
Like,
that's what NL said.
yeah, and he knows a thing or two about
He knows
I
nothing.
honestly used to think D, but then Ricky also showed me that level 2 cricket is really annoying because I feel like Bs are really prevalent right now.
yeah.
And
'cause of
level 2
NL.
cricket beats the B. It's so irritating.
No, I agree. And also I've been being a level 2 cricket, which is stupid, but
That's-
it wins me a lot.
that-
It
I
works
feel
in
like that's
horse
not
builds, and it works in horse builds, and it
Yeah.
pisses me off.
Yeah, I've been doing that. Well, I guess not that often because I don't go horse.
You know
ever.
what's annoying is bee spider, because every time
Yeah, I do
I
that.
come up against bee spider, it's a bee and then an ox, and it's infuriating every single time.
Ox
or
is one
every
of those
time-
ones that you always
Or
lose
rams.
against. Like,
Yeah, or every time it summons rams, it's a summon build, and it like spider's so annoying.
yeah,
I kind of, you know what? I kind of like the spider.
Well, cricket
not really.
cricket sucks, but you guys say C, whatever.
I don't see how is it really worse than a beaver?
I
Like,
think it's above beaver. I think put it above.
It's not
beaver and
above
C.
beaver.
In
How
Beaver's
is
a
it
put it above
tank.
beaver.
Beaver's a tank.
beaver's like a shit. Like if fish was awful, that's what it
Beaver
is.
is a tank. You can get a
It's
big
a bad
beaver.
You can-
fish. It's
it's
worse
harder
than a
to get a
mosquito.
tank
It's
than-
worse than an ant.
It's definitely not better than
Ricky, you got to break the tie.
I think it's better than a
It's
beaver.
worse.
Okay, then move it.
Yeah,
It
this
sucks.
is one of
hate
my
cricket.
favorite animals, though. Coming up,
I really associate the cricket with you, Ricky.
that's
Yeah.
silly.
'Cause he's like meek and annoying.
No,
And just when you think he's dead, oh, there's a 1-1.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
Well-
the bee on that.
That metaphor doesn't carry as well. Crocodile. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, I haven't thought about it.
Jesus.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. B.
C.
Really? It's better than
It's B or C. It's B or C.
it's
I
think
feel
really-
like it's like high C, low B. Partially because I feel like Crocodile scales poorly.
okay, but it's way better than both the ones that are in B right now.
Yeah.
So
I think, and
Yeah,
I think
B.
it's maybe
All right. And now that I look at the list,
because of how good Honey Badger is, it's good. You know.
right, and just like in general, like it's I don't know, like just add like the reason I really like it is because when you have a flex position, it's so good just to add. It's like decent
Yeah.
stats,
Yeah.
and it's almost always gonna kill or really hurt something. And sometimes you kill
Yeah.
a honey badger.
A
but-
lot of the times it's
Also,
an anchor. It
I've
just
seen a lot of
damages an anchor.
turkey flies.
yeah,
And
it kills a
yeah,
tiger or a turkey or a fly.
like I feel like
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of that.
The guys in the back, either you're gonna like get unlucky and kill like a penguin or a monkey,
Right.
or you're gonna kill like a valuable unit that just does like the annoying buffs that everyone hates.
And it does 7 damage, which is like
It's
kind
more than
of a good-
Dolphin.
a good
It's kind of
amount.
annoying to
Better
get
than
your
Dolphin.
badger over 7.
Yeah, it's like it takes a little bit of effort to get a badger over 7.
Yeah, especially if you're not getting lucky with pairs. Kind
Right.
of irritating. All right,
I
you
think
convinced me.
I don't know if it's better than Cat, but
Wow.
I think
Well,
so.
I think it is honestly. Now that I think about it, like
I think it is, but also
I
I
think
don't
it's like
use
great
cat.
flex position. This is another signature Ricky animal. Though.
I
Yeah.
love alligator. Like it's not.
Crocs. That's another thing. Cool factor. It's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. I don't level it up a lot, I guess, but like it's just I just love adding it to a team when you've been buying, selling, or like having something in your shop. I don't know. It's
Mhm.
good. Deer.
Here, 3, 2, 1. Oh wait, Rob's mommy's talking to him.
No, I gotta go to my room.
Awkward.
Intermission.
All
He
right.
got yelled at.
Cut this out. Obviously.
We gotta fill the air with our banter.
Yeah. So
We don't really have any off-screen chemistry. So
right. Well, obviously it's for show. So how's the weather by you?
the same as yours. You know.
Well, you're closer to the water, kind of.
See it right there.
Yeah.
Roberto's kind of the glue of this whole operation.
Also, while I'm at it, I'm gonna pee. So it's gonna
Are
be a lot
you
of-
serious?
Jesus.
It's gonna be so
It's,
awkward. Where did he move from?
Yeah.
Being so loud.
He's not in his room.
You know he's moving out. Not to dox him or anything, but he lives on.
Let's check this
What
out.
up? No, his parents are. I could pull it up right now.
Oh,
Well,
I heard him saying he mentioned it, but actually, like, what's the deal with that?
his parents are moving.
That's like from the house we were at.
It's cool that we get to talk about like other people's personal stuff in this
Right.
edition. Yeah, from his like not childhood home, but like I think he's been there since most of what he can remember, and both of his siblings can't remember past that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Why?
But, they're looking in California. So if any of you guys are selling in kind of the SoCal area,
Right.
hit us up, you know?
Yeah,
House.
send us a
They're
message.
very, very rich, so you can hike up the price.
Right. And they're kind of like stupid, so they won't know, if that
Yeah.
makes sense. Like
They're the stupidest couple of Stanford lawyers you'll ever meet.
right.
But
So
yeah. So he's moving.
that's crazy. Well,
No
is he
more
leaving there?
Seattle trips to Mercer Island.
Yeah, that is so that they're leaving. the
We'll never
state
do
of
that ever
Washington?
again.
Wow, that's fine. Wasn't very fun. Wait, they're leaving Washington State totally.
They're leaving, but they're
moving.
also keeping an apartment there.
Ah, okay.
Or
You're
a
moving
house
to
or
Cali,
something.
Rob?
What'd I miss?
You're moving to
We
California.
doxed you.
Yeah, we sort of talked about your personal shit.
Anyways, back to the important stuff. What everyone all came here for.
The deer.
Oh yeah. Oh dear. Sounds like an Eric. If Eric Rosen played SAP, he'd be like,
That would be a hype stream.
that
Oh
would be an
dear,
insane
my
stream.
dear. Oh wait, it's a bus.
I
I feel like
saw-
he would say that every time. Oh no, my dear, and then the
Yeah.
bus would go crazy.
yeah.
Well, here's my question. What's the Stafford Gambit of SAP?
It doesn't
Horse.
exist.
Horse.
Really? That's so mean to Stafford.
No, it's not horse. Horse is way too lame.
But isn't that the whole point of the Stafford Gambit?
Stafford Game is cool.
Yeah, but it has a horse.
Oh, interesting.
I just
Yeah.
mega buff a bunch of
clever.
horses. Yeah. I saw a video of NL, a compilation of his oops.
I love that. I think that's so funny.
That's very similar to the Oh No Queen.
I think it's super funny when he gets mad at the doubters. And then he goes on like a streak of winning with the B, and he's like, oops, oh no, my B won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. I stick
Yeah.
it to him.
Anyways, deer 3, 2, 1 B.
Hey,
Well,
I could see A.
I respect the deer.
I
I
would
like
put it-
deer. People
the
hate
top
on
of
the
the-
deer, say it's kind of like a noob move, but
No one says that.
Who
deer's
says
cool,
that?
especially because I always do the turn 5 level up, and it just carries once you
Yeah.
get to turn 5. And then leveled up deer is really good. With a turkey is even better. With
A
mushroom,
one up.
what?
It's good with the one up too.
Yeah, a mushroom and a tiger. Like all of those are like really cool builds that work. Like taking
Even
off
a
mountain
whale
armor.
is playable with the deer, and a whale is
That's
ass.
true. Well,
Yeah,
the
that is
thing about
true.
a deer is from the first moment you get it, it's really useful, and then it can last like a surprisingly long time. And then like just as like what it is when you start it, it's good. Like it's just a great thing to have.
No, that's it. Deer's sick. I would
And-
A if I
Well,
away, but I could hold myself back to a B. But since
No,
Rob,
I don't even feel that way. I feel strongly that it's an A.
I'm fine with the B because honestly, when I was thinking about B, it's better than these ones, really. Like it's better than our B ones. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it's better than cow, honestly.
yeah. Also, the thing is, you can
actually.
also even win with a bus. So you can definitely win with a deer.
Right. Well, everyone has a bus win, a level 3 bus win.
Everyone
that's like-
does.
That'd be crazy if you didn't.
It's
Yeah,
like-
honestly.
Be really
They
embarrassing.
basically give you that when you like start when you make an account. It just
It's like
has
free.
that.
Right, they can't. You couldn't check though, hypothetically, right?
Well, I mean, I could check. I'm pulling it up right now.
Well,
Like,
you can
no,
obviously
but could
pull
you
up the
could you
game.
check mine, like hypothetically?
I couldn't check.
Well, you could go to plank.io/sap and look at anyone's stats.
Well, you guys don't know my username, so it doesn't matter.
What the hell?
Let's win. Yeah, no, I'm happy with that. Sounds great. Yeah, okay. Let's go. Oh no.
This is new Dodo.
Yeah, I know.
New
It's new
Dodo.
Dodo. 3, 2, 1, B.
Z.
You guys said Z?
I
That's
said
not a
D.
deer.
I said C.
It's B.
It's
D-
not
Dodo?
B. That's a lie.
It's
Leah.
B.
Current Dodo is actually unplayable. It could be F. It's
No,
That
not-
is
no, no.
not true.
I
That is
would-
not true. You get it to level 2, it's sick. If you just
It's
buff
the s-
Dodo,
Are you
yeah, exactly.
hearing
It is the
buffs.
same thing as old Dodo at level 2. Also, have you tried Giraffe Dodo? Giraffe
I
Dodo
haven't
is kinda
tried
nice.
anything with new Dodo.
if you buff new Dodo, it's sick. Like, because you're not only buffing a Dodo, you're also buffing the person in front of it, be that a rooster, be that a leopard.
It does work well with Rabbit like that.
Yeah, well, just like, well, no, it doesn't. 'cause
That's so dumb. Yeah.
What?
Rabbit
No, I'm
boosts
saying-
health.
You can apple a Dodo, and it basically gives you a lot of stats.
Yeah, but the Dodo is about the attack.
No,
What do
but the attack gets passed forward, so you get value on your apple.
Oh, sure. No, but you're saying with Bunny.
Yeah,
Or with
but
the
I'm saying you
rabbit.
have a rabbit, and then
You just
gets
love
good.
rabbit. Why are you
Yeah,
inserting
which-
rabbit? This is
We'll
like
get to how
unrelated.
silly that
No. It's good.
Rabbit
It's
does
good.
health. It doesn't matter.
No, but it makes the dodo really good, is what I'm saying. Also, I have to point out the dodo comes out at a time when all the other animals are dookie.
It's like a tier 2.
You don't want any tier
Level
2.
it up by tier
twos are
5 to
unplayable.
be helpful. And yeah, you just give it a bunch of like pears, apples, what have you.
it's such an investment for something that's like it used to be better and now
It used
like
to be
you have to-
better,
you
and
have to
you're
get to
letting
level
that you're
2
letting that
and
cloud your vision.
pair it.
That's
You have
why
to
it's
get
a
a bunch of
C.
pairs.
It's
It's a B. It's a
because
B.
It's average.
I
No,
would put it
it's
in the
good.
bottom of C.
Not the bottom. No.
I think it's worse than a beaver.
Yeah,
No.
definitely.
No,
I
it's
agree with
not.
you, Ricky. It's
No,
not
it's
D
not.
tier.
Let's
No,
do
D
it.
tier
it's
is a
not.
disservice, but I think
And you
that's
know
the
what
correct
else?
spot.
Fuck Mauritius.
Fuck
It's a
you.
Shithole.
When you buff it all the way, you have 2 buffed units.
How? Oh, right. But that
Because
Okay,
the
but-
dodo buffed will be like an 11-11, which is already very good. And then your guy in front, be that a rooster, would be a fucking whatever.
it's
I
just
think
such an
part of the
investment
reason
and
it's
it
not a B,
sucks.
it's too reliant on the level up. Like I feel like too
Right.
many times I've gone for the dodo and I get a 1.5 dodo, and it's like
Because you're
10,
not
10,
trying hard enough.
and it's passing like five attack.
like if
Like it's not that
you-
reliable. Like the other animals are more reliable above it.
I agree that if you don't have a level
Beaver
2, it's
sucks.
totally useless.
Beaver sucks and can't scale. It's better.
You were
better
saying
than cricket.
Beaver is a good tank or something.
Yeah, if you invest in it. But if you invest in the dodo, it's better than a good tank.
It is better. I guess when you invest in it, it's better than a beaver. But
Beaver
when you
doesn't
buy a
scale.
dodo-
I
Beaver
mean,
doesn't
I'm
scale.
willing to
Beaver
put it
doesn't-
above beaver, but behind cricket. I like cricket.
It's better than cricket. Cricket sucks too.
I'm willing to move it to the middle of C, and that's like as high as I'll go.
That's stupid.
I'll
That's stupid.
put it there, but I hate. It honestly could be an F minus. Like
It's
so
because
bad.
you don't know. You haven't. You just
Minus.
dismissed it since the update.
I've
But
tried.
you're
it,
still
like,
rocking the next one, which is worse.
I.
That's
Yeah,
true.
well.
That is true.
But you know what though? I win with. Well, okay, whatever. We'll get to.
Because
it.
you don't use the other one.
Hold on.
All right, 3, 2, 1. C.
B. What'd you
said
guys
B?
say?
I
I
said
said-
D.
What?
I
Yeah.
do not respect the dog.
A
Fuck
dog
no.
is an
I
easy
think the
win.
dog it's a trap because when you get turned up dog,
Turn
it-
up.
thank you. It's like it's okay for a little bit, but you essentially have to get a turn 2 dog. And then also
Wow.
I feel like the current meta is not very good for flex spots. Like I feel like you need more animals than you used to. And
That's
so you
kind of-
get like a 17 dog or something, and then you're like, well, do I sell my useful animals or do I keep scaling
Exactly.
this
Yeah,
dog?
you're always just stuck with a dog that isn't getting buffed.
Well,
I feel
okay.
like the
That's like
dog is
medium.
like the key to winning 5 games.
Sure.
That's no. Okay. Here's the thing.
It's just a dead
Yeah.
end.
I'll agree. It's only good when you get it on your combo, like in round
For
3.
sure.
How long do you keep buffing it?
I buff it forever.
That's stupid because then you're just getting 1+1
I've
Yeah.
won with the new
each turn.
dog.
Each turn, you're spending 3 in end game for +1, which is worthless.
I feel like by like turn 9,
That's
how are
worthless.
you buffing that dog?
That's
But
like
I feel like
if
so
you
many animals
commit
you
to
don't
the
want to
flex
sell.
position, you can do it. Like, and when you have a level 2 dog, like, it's really good.
buffing on your late turns is like 1%, 2% of
By
what
that
Honestly,
point,
think,
average.
I'll be straight up. If there was no, if you couldn't get turn 2 or level 2 dog, it would be an F. Like I think it's only
It's
playable
bad.
because it's sometimes playable if you can get an early level 2.
I
dog.
think at a certain
I
point, though,
honestly
like,
think camel is better than dog. Like I think
That-
dog is in between camel.
see,
and blue.
that's totally wrong.
I think it's
better than-
fine because I still use it because I remember the old dog and I'm like, oh, this will help me, and then it doesn't. But still, I still use it. It's still like something that I would use, and I wouldn't use camel. You know,
I a lot
Right.
of times tear up on turn 3 and don't take the dog. Like I'm just disgusted. I might take
Dog's
like
bad. Yeah, dog's bad.
I don't know what I'll take, like another cricket or something.
You're literally
Like-
dog. Yeah.
Oh my god.
What did we say?
Said
I
D.
Bottom of C.
I'll
D.
live with that.
No, I think top of D.
No, it's.
I
that's-
actually think the
it's
right answer
semantics
is
at
in
that
between
point.
camel and blowfish. The second right answer is top of D, and I know that's gonna
I think
hurt.
it's just
Ricky.
it's C is average. I think it's below average.
I
but
think
it's
that's
but
true.
I disagree with that. I think it's not below.
I think like the gap between beaver and dog is quite large,
average.
and I think that camel is better than beaver. Or
Especially
camel's
because
better than
beaver
dog.
is
sorry.
good in a dog run because it's a by sound.
It's like okay,
It's
kind
good.
of in one specific circumstance where you have to get first off, Ricky, you have to get the tier up dog.
Yeah,
You're trying to tell me that this guy is C tier and you have to get him like ahead of time for him to be sometimes playable. If you can then get two more of them.
I think it is
I
playable.
just slandered
The
the
fact-
dodo for having
The
to
dodo's
be
bad.
requiring up a level
That was
2.
good.
And dodo doesn't have to be taken 2 turns early to be viable.
Okay, if I put dog at the top of D tier, I'm moving Dodo to the back of C.
Why? No,
Because
beaver's bad
I'm fine with
because
that.
dog's bad. No, beaver's bad because dog's bad.
No, what? No.
I'm fine with that trade.
That's wrong.
Okay.
That's wrong.
So are we
Because
leaving?
it's I think it's a slight inaccuracy, but it's more right than what Ricky wants to do.
Beaver's no. Beaver's nerfed more than Dodo.
I don't know. I think it wasn't that great before. I mean,
What? Dude.
but old
Dodo was,
Beaver,
I think,
no,
the best.
Beaver. Old
Also,
Beaver was
Dodo
like,
makes is I will say late game pivot to a leopard or a rooster is kind of schnasty.
Yeah.
Like
Especially a level up rooster, you know? Yeah, I
like
think is dog.
I think
D is for
Dodo
dog tier.
yeah, I think Dodo is right, and dog is D tier is the truth. I know it hurts you,
it's
Ricky.
just
Dog
disgusting.
is D
Ricky,
tier.
why don't you take this as a compliment that you can win with D tier animals?
I can win with dog, and I do.
Ricky.
But it's fucking terrible.
Yeah. Dodo didn't even make it top of C tier. Fucked up, you know?
Dodo's
You got to have
literally-
the top of D tier.
Look, Ricky, you guys can have your revenge when the rabbit comes up. I know I'm just
Yeah.
like so far you've been shitting on all
Although
your
I
signature animals.
recently won with a rabbit, and it was really good. So actually, it's not that bad. But
It's just the
Oh,
truth.
3,
Wait,
2,
Wait, what are we
Dolphin?
doing? Dolphin?
dolphin, yeah.
mm,
Okay.
3, 2, 1, A.
B.
C.
it's like B. It's below alligator.
Oh, I
think
was
it's
gonna say
above
it's above
alligator.
alligator. I'm just not convinced it's
Oh,
A.
that's stupid.
And it's above alligator because you get it
You
on
get it-
turn 5.
Yeah, you get it earlier.
You get it
Oh,
early.
yes.
And it just kills a lot of like guys pretty easy.
It kills the scorpions, the horses, and the turkeys, which I feel like are like really
I mean, I
super
do-
epidemic
I
It
in like
killing
the
scorpion
mid-game.
is huge. It killing it like almost always automatically killing scorpion is huge.
Well, when dolphin first comes up, is there scorpion yet?
No, but
Well,
it
not when you
does.
get the tier up dolphin, but even a random flex dolphin.
It is.
Exactly.
I mean, the
throw
reason
in.
why it's like it's the same with alligator, where it's like it's good when you just buy it. Like,
But I
it's
think it's
but I think it's
better-
better than alligator.
It's better than
Because
alligator because it's better on
depends
the tier up.
that's fair actually.
Yeah. And
Because I
also
forgot-
alligator.
Because of that, you also get more tier 2 dolphins, which is pretty nasty.
I
Okay.
did
Tier
forget
2
though, that
dolphins a guaranteed kill.
when it kills a scorpion, like it feels great. I forgot about that. That's dolphin. that does that.
Alligator depends on what they have in the back. Dolphin will almost always get the scorpion or
Or the tiger or the
He doesn't
turkey. Like,
scale
or-
super well though.
or
Like,
the
or I guess
monkey.
level 2 is still
Yeah, I
good,
mean,
but
I think it's the top of B, honestly. I think it's better than
yeah,
an
I think it's
alligator, but I'm
past
not
alligator,
willing to
yeah.
put it in
sure,
A.
that's
I
fine.
agree. I mean, I think maybe A, but yeah, that's fine. Dragon. 3, 2, 1, S.
Yes.
I sometimes I think it's not that good, but when I take it, I almost feel like I'm cheating.
Dragon is like when you get it, you're like, God blessed me.
Well, it's
for
stupid
winning.
because a lot of the times you'll be like, well, I can't even fit a dragon here. Like my team's too bad.
Yeah, but then you should
have
sell your
more
full
than-
team.
Yeah, if you have more than one, like, if you're not on lethal,
Mhm.
really carry.
It's almost
I've-
always you can pivot to it. Like it's amazing.
I've had a game before where I got 2 dragons in a shop and I sold 4 of my guys
That's
and
stupid.
I won like easily. It's so ridiculous. It's
Why'd you
and
sell
you know why it's
4?
an S tier is because you can have like the more of them the better. Like it's
That's
not
why
even
did
you sell
necessarily
4 of your
worth to tier
guys?
up like dragons. You could just have 3 dragons. Like they buff themselves. It's crazy.
Why did you
I-
sell 4 of your guys then?
Yeah, that's so. I get it. He wants
'Cause
3
I wanted
dragons,
more
one
gold.
flex position.
Hmm.
I had 2 dragons, and then I was like, I had like a something like a level 3 fish that was like 15, and I was like, this could just be more stats. Like,
That's a little much,
yeah,
but
but that's just it's like it
It's-
was a little much, and it worked.
It's just kind of an instant win.
Although I will
Well-
say, I don't think it should be above Bison.
I think the fact that you get it so late game,
right, that's true. Because
either you're already
I think
winning
Bison is
or
way more
you're
meta
about to die.
centralizing than. And I'll say Dragon is best in the versus mode. I think.
Yeah. Also, Bison, I've won like almost every single one of my games recently with Bison.
Yeah,
I
like
think-
I think Dragon is less reliable just because you get it later.
I got my first level 3 dragon, and it was the most hilarious thing I've ever seen.
It's just so
I-
stupid.
Everything got to 50-50 instantly, and then I like didn't know what to do. Like I bought like I don't even know what I put in front, like something stupid, and then like some tier 1, and then I like just bought like equipment or whatever, and then after that I was like, I have no idea. I guess I'll fish for a scorpion or something. Like it's so weird.
Hey.
It was
Well, I
amazing.
feel I'm also kind of a believer in building wide or like things that where you can scale things that aren't meant to be scaled, like leopards and roosters and stuff like
Leopard-
that. Are it's stupid. Like it's stupid when you have a 50-50 of an animal with an insane or even like a 50-50 skunk. It's like these animals aren't meant to be so good. And the dragon
That's
makes
funny.
all these animals that are like balanced around being bad, like insanely strong.
Yeah,
I think we should speed run the next few ones because
sure.
pretty simple. 3, 2, 1, F.
F.
Yeah.
Arguably double F, like worst in the game, I think.
No,
Yeah.
not worse in the game, but F. It's bad.
It's
It's nerfed for some reason.
It
I-
should never be bought. And that's why it's the worst in the game. I know which one you're thinking, and maybe I can think of like one scenario where you should buy it. This
Maybe.
is the worst in the game. It should never be bought.
Okay. 3,
wait.
2,
What's
1.
worse? Oh, sorry.
3, 2, 1, F.
E.
Oh, F. Yeah.
I've recently come to, I was telling Leo
We-
this slightly
We had
respect
this
the elephant.
we had this discussion earlier.
Okay, elephant B is like
It's
not that bad. You can,
Oh,
you can
okay.
steal rounds and it deserves to be at the
It's a
bottom.
good
of the
anchor.
tier.
yeah, it's a decent anchor early.
because of the stats when you first get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
It's
sure.
like, and also
and it
elephant
kind of
camel
works with
can like
camel,
steal a
yeah.
round or two.
I haven't
Yeah.
bought an elephant in so long because it is that bad. Same with duck, I guess. Like,
I-
I haven't bought a duck in a long time, unless I'm
It's
forced
just
to.
like
I've
it's
never bought
yeah,
that.
it's but it's not unplayable. Like you could take it.
Yeah.
Although I will say it's offensive that the elephant gets worse as it levels up. That really
That's-
annoys me.
Well, you know why elephant's bad is because it does work with camel, and camel is bad. So like it's like
And
not
all the hurt trigger
And
guys are bad.
blowfish.
That's part of the problem.
Damage builds are just silly and like I know NL loves them.
Well, I've ever since I won a blowfish pufferfish game, like with that, I saw the light on that, but it is bad. Like it's obviously bad.
No, it's just
like
it's
a
just
novel.
bad.
No, but it's winnable.
I,
Okay.
we all agree. Is it bottom of D tier? I'd say yes.
Yeah, yeah.
It'd be better than Blowfish. Arguably. I think,
I think it's worse than blowfish.
yeah,
I,
Blowfish.
yeah, I think so too.
All right. 3, 2, 1, A.
A.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably
I
worse
agree.
than all the ones we have, but
Really, I was gonna say
I agree though.
I think it's in between ant and deer.
And badger.
Well, in between
Deer.
ant and deer.
Oh dear, I thought you said
So also between badger.
No, I thought I misheard.
I think it's super good in the early game. It just wins rounds. It's got an okay level up, but
Mhm.
its stats are
Especially,
really good.
I love the just having a full team of fish and then
Yeah.
leveling
Well,
up on
it's-
turn 5 and everyone's buffing each other.
Fish and ant are amazing. Like they work together. They in general, like the fish is nature's first tank.
I
Like
think also like ant is a little vulnerable to mosquitoes, but like fish is like a guaranteed draw. There's no way to lose with like 3 fish.
3 health is just it's insane in the first round and even the second round. Like 3 health is crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's easy to, for some reason, it's easy to buff. Like it just like you keep it for a long time and then you win with a 50-50 fish like all the time. It's just crazy. It's so good.
We got flamingo.
Three,
Ooh, that's a
two,
tough
one.
Wait. I have to think about this. Okay, I've thought.
3, 2, 1. C.
C.
I'd put it at bottom of B, but sure.
What did you
I was
say?
gonna
Ian?
say. I said C as well. I would say
I was say-
C. Bottom.
I was
of
gonna say
B.
top of C.
sure. I mean, that's what we're all saying the same thing, basically.
I've tried to win with a level 3 one, and when you level it up, it's bad. Like it's
I've
viable. It's cool that you can pick which guys you buff. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's nice. And also it works really well with Ox, which I think is super broken.
right, that's true. And it's good
Is
to
good.
pull in front of an ox.
Like
If it were a tier 1, which it's not, it would be better ant, I think.
Well, it literally, or not literally, but it is like a better ant. I mean,
Yeah.
it buffs 2 things.
It's just that it's not tier 1. I think that's good. Yeah. Fly.
fly. That's kind of tough.
Yeah.
Okay.
2, 1.
A.
E,
Yeah.
I think bottom of A just because like 10-10 flies are kind of oppressive.
That's true, but well, the reason I guess it's not like what's interesting about a fly is it's not just for a summon build necessarily. Like in general, like it's annoying, but with the summon builder, it's really good, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like I see myself losing to these teams that are like turkey fly, but the turkey's level 1 and it's like doing nothing. But I just keep coming out with 10-10 flies and like
Yeah.
they just kind of
You definitely do lose to it. Like I think
That's true.
you
I think
lose
it's
to
like-
it a lot. The
I don't
the
win
issue
with it
is
a lot.
like you don't pivot often to a summon build late game, but you
But-
can.
I'll say, is that because it's bad or just because it's lame? Like I feel like sometimes I think I could have pivoted to it and it would like increase my chance of
Honestly,
winning.
I don't think it's that late. I think it's kind of fun.
Yeah, but like
If
I
it's
feel
good,
like
it's
in
cool.
my mind
but
when
if
I'm like,
it's-
this is a cool team, the idea of like pivot and go early fly is like I'm gonna fall asleep.
yeah.
I think it's below Cal.
I would agree.
Sure.
I think maybe in terms of ability, I don't know. Maybe it's better than Cal. But
I don't think so.
I just feel like the Cal is more versatile. I feel like
I think you
you're saying
can
that
win.
throw a fly in, but you kind of what are you gonna throw a fly into?
I
that's
think you
not-
can win more with fly and Cal. You need flex spot.
I don't know. You buy Cal so much.
I think
You
when
gotta
you
put so much
throw a
backup
fly
going
into a
on.
build, it's like kind of it's like it's more annoying, but it's not necessarily like that good. But when
I
you
could
like have
also
a
be
good
a
fly-
flex guy a little bit.
I've never really tried that.
Like you could just add it just because it
I've done it.
chips at melon art.
Yeah, I think I'm happy with that placement. I'm okay if you put it above Cal though.
No, I think it's fine. I don't care. I don't like fly that much. Giraffe. 3, 2, 1. B.
E. Yeah. Where
I
though?
used to hate the giraffe, and there's a little I've been
I
thinking
think better
about
than
this.
cat.
So
really? Oh, whoops.
yeah, I think giraffe is a solid
Actually, yeah.
level up. But I've been thinking about this because I hate apples, and giraffe is basically an apple. I
Yeah.
will
Right.
say it's messed up. It should go +2/+2 instead of doing the stupid I buff farther thing.
Well, that's why it doesn't.
That is
scale.
silly.
It's
that
so
is
That
silly.
you have to
Because
sell it eventually.
When you're leveling it up and you get it to scale late game, you're like, oh, another +1/+1. Awesome.
Yeah, another apple.
Right.
That's what I
That's
really
so
want.
useful.
Yeah. No, I like it. It's a cool early game thing, especially if you like want to kind of start building a tank early, like you get a swan that you're trying to invest in, or like
Even just throwing it behind a fish. Or
Yeah,
like a
anyone.
level 2 mosquito is like pretty much
Also-
anything in your early game can become a tank.
also
It's the
it
buff
gets
attack.
it gets 2 hits off on most early
It's
games.
got surprisingly good stats. Like a meat bone giraffe kind of goes hard.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
really
it's
good.
5. It's 5 too. That's crazy.
Yeah, and then becomes a
2/5.
7/5 or whatever.
Anyways,
Gorilla. Ooh.
this is a tough one, but
I don't even know. I honestly have no
Two.
idea.
1
B.
E.
I
Is
think
it?
it's like top of B.
I
Dude,
think a big
coconut's kind of silly.
Okay, but I'm convinced the gorilla like barely exists because I can't. First of all, I can't get a level 3 of it. I never see it ever.
Okay. It
gorilla
syncs
is
super
cool.
well with monkey.
Well, I was gonna say I've never even seen or had a buffed gorilla, so I don't even know what to think. I mean,
Buff
obviously
gorilla
it's
is
monster,
very cool,
right.
just because it does like so much damage.
Also, funny thing is that it's like the only thing that beats a 1-up scorpion.
Oh, because yeah, that's
Crazy.
interesting.
Yeah.
It also
You
it
really
also
just
is
outplay the fuck out. I've had that before. I've been like, dude, I'm so much better at this game. than
Have you ever used a gorilla and like ever?
Yeah, dude, it
Yeah.
works well with you. You need some sort of scaler, like you need a monkey or to be doing a food build. Basically, like you
It
have to
also
have some way to get it off the ground, but it's kind of nice. Also, as it's really good when it comes out of an eagle.
Well, I
That
don't
shit is
do
so
that.
fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Leo's cheesed me so many times with like a well-placed gorilla. It's
also-
insane.
It's also sick when you come up against a mosquito.
Yeah, and it procs it.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Except every time I have a mosquito, it always hits the gorilla. It always hits the puffer fish. And when it hits the puffer fish and you do +1 to the puffer fish and the puffer fish hits you back with +2, it sucks.
That's funny.
So annoying.
think
The thing
it's-
about gorilla though is it shows up so late. Is one of my issues with it.
Yeah,
Like,
no, I'd
like a
say
buff.
that's fair. I think that's why, which is honestly something we haven't talked about with cat. I guess
Right, that's also kind of
works
late.
in flex and food, but I would say gorilla is probably definitely worse than giraffe. I think better than crab. I don't know.
It's probably better than crab. The thing, cat is another one I don't
kind
know
of think it's
about.
maybe better than crocodile, but like I'm willing to see because I feel like it is really good when it goes well, but it's just not that applicable. Like you rarely use it
Yeah, no,
But it
it's
goes
definitely
hard when
probably
you
one of
use
the
it.
rarest guys in general.
for sure. But I'm willing to move it a little bit back. Yeah, like that's fair. I
That's
think.
fine.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hedgehog.
3,
S.
2, 1. C.
C.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
I put it low C.
I think it's bottom of C. I think it's
Yeah.
worse than a beaver.
Early on, it's also kind of just like a hedgehog
Well,
or
It's also
honey badger.
even if you're not doing like a pufferfish meme thing, like it's kind of interesting if you have like a tank or something in the back and then have a hedgehog try to kill some of their low stuff. Like
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of turn 2 or turn 3 people are still running like lots of horses. So you can just get
Yeah,
free wins
kills
from
horses.
that. Also, it's like a bad honey badger, but it does.
It's a really
like-
bad honey badger.
it's
That's
not
what I'm saying.
that
It
bad,
could
though.
be
It's like
early rounds.
it's
It
the
is.
equivalent of having a cricket. It's the equivalent of having cricket B. Like you
That's
get
true.
extra
It's
damage.
anti-cricket B, which is interesting, except no one does that except me.
No,
So-
people do cricket. I come up
I-
against cricket bee horse a lot.
Oh, really? I don't do horse though.
No,
I
but
just
they
have
don't run
B.
cricket B in the back like Ricky.
Yeah, I do cricket B in the back like a moron.
It's fine. I think people do that.
I
But
think cricket B the B
don't
doesn't
be so
do
hard on
anything.
yourself.
I'm a fucking idiot for that.
That's what I've been
Um,
saying.
I think it's better than beaver.
Uh,
I'm fine with it being better than beaver.
It's hard
Is
to
it
say
tier
because
2
they're
or tier
both,
1?
why? It's tier
Or
two.
tier 3 or tier 1?
Two.
It's two, right?
Or tier
Yeah,
2
two.
or tier 3? Yeah, then it's
And
good.
I'll
yeah.
say also like it's
Normal.
stupid, but like you can get mid game rounds with the pufferfish like hedgehog. Like you can win it. It is cool, but it's been less cool because people do it so much. But it's like
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know.
fine. I think it's fine. Speaking of fine,
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
C.
B, like very bottom of B.
Yeah, I like Hippo. I think it's cool. Like it's very cool against summon builds when
It doesn't work as often as you want, which is
yeah,
like an
it's
upsetting
weird.
thing.
It really doesn't. Yeah.
But it is good, which is why it's like I know Rob's like pouting right now.
I hate the hippo, and I used to
Really?
think
You
it was
said
D.
D or B?
I said C. I said C. I used
said
to
C.
think it was like D, and I've come to like semi respect it.
That's stupid.
But
to
I
say.
feel like when I feel like here's what I think. I think its ability is useless. Like I feel like the only time the hippo does well, it's really statted, and that's why it's doing well. Like it gets +2/+2, and it's a 40/40.
Or against summons
Yeah, but like I feel like
if
the
you
summon
put it
teams you
against
were beating
summons
anyways. You just
with
beat them
garlic
more.
armor.
with garlic, it gets
But
insanely.
I
better,
think I
too.
feel like those summon teams, I would be winning with something with the same stats. You just beat them really badly when you have a hippo.
No,
Like
I
it's
think
embarrassing because
Actually,
you
yeah,
have all 5
cares.
animals.
I get what you're saying, but Hippo is like it's an interesting good thing, but it's not as good as I feel like. I don't know if they nerfed it, but it doesn't work as well as it used to. I feel like.
I will say,
don't
and
think they
this is
nerfed
really keep this in mind, it goes hard with the rabbit.
What?
And your
Because
your
okay, the
hits.
more hits, like a low attack hippo can like life steal a lot. It's kind of nice.
Sure.
Sure. Whatever.
No comment.
Where are we at? Oh,
Horse.
3, 2, 1.
D.
Yeah. What'd you say?
Probably high D. Just
Yeah.
I lose to it and it's annoying.
Yeah. I think oh, I hate to tell you, Ricky, that that's wrong.
A horse is. How can you look at me and say
Look,
a horse is
I'm
better
willing to
than a
entertain it because
dog?
I know you're sacrificing a lot to
Also
put your,
just sad that it's wrong. Yeah.
also
That's-
it's so bad in the late game. It's
Right.
like it's
But
insane. I realized recently
Yeah.
a level 3 horse only gives you +3 attack.
It's as good as a turkey. It's worse than a turkey.
It's worse than a
It's
default.
so
turkey.
bad. Yeah, I agree. I think you've convinced me it's not worse than a dog, or it's not better than a dog.
Yeah, it's so
And
bad.
even when it's good, like obviously it's annoying in the first couple rounds sometimes, but like first of all, it's 1 health when you first get it. A mosquito can kill it. Like
Yeah,
it's
it's-
embarrassing.
It loses to mosquitoes, hedgehogs. Like it also just loses. I feel like a perfect horse team is like a 5 out of 10 team. Like you
Yeah.
only beat bad teams.
No, it's bad.
Yeah.
It's like fine early. Like it'll win you the first 1 round if you have
Yeah.
a good or 2.
It's fine early and then horrible as you go on. Like it gets worse and
I
worse
think
every
that
round.
the only way you can play horse is if you jettison your horse in like turn 3. Like if you keep
Yeah.
it a moment past turn 3, you're just tanking lives, so you can't play it.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Okay. Next one. 3,
Kangaroo.
2, 1. B.
I'm kind of a kangaroo hater, to be
I
honest.
would like
You don't
it.
like these buffers.
But
Buffer
okay,
guys.
kangaroo is a mid-game monster.
It can get insane even with before level 2, before that's possible.
Yeah,
Behind if you
especially
have one
because
thing-
I feel like summon builds are so common. You go like a garlic fish with a kangaroo, and you just destroy them. Also, a stupid thing that like shouldn't work: kangaroo parrot. Like
Kangaroo
is
what?
kangaroo with a parrot behind it,
Oh,
and so the
That's-
parrot
that's
life
silly.
steals
I
off the
don't like
kangaroo.
that.
kind of viable, but not really.
I've seen it work, and it's kind of stupid.
One thing that's annoying is anytime you have any sort of good snipers, it's
Yeah.
like 2-3 at the start, or maybe 1-2.
No,
It's
it's
no, they,
1-2 at
the
the
nerf
start.
is it's 1-2 or something.
It's
Yeah.
so bad at it's like you actually have to apple it because it's so fucking bad.
Yeah.
So it's like it could get bust, it could get dolphin. 1-2
It's
attack or 1 health.
I think it's 2 health. Like I
it's
think
2 health. But that means it can lose. I've lost to a double mosquito shot before.
Yeah, I have 2, bro.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna fucking quit this game.
It's embarrassing.
I think it's better than cat.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
I
'Cause
would put it
Well,
below I put it right above the hippo. But I know I'm a kangaroo hater.
I think it's better than cat. I think it wins mid game a lot.
and I like it more than crab, to be honest, even though crab can be really like can work. The thing about kangaroo is it works a lot where like if you have one tanky thing, or even if you have like a spider in front of it, like it's a guaranteed couple of buffs. Like
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. I do think it's a trap though. Like I think you
It's
have to pivot out of kangaroo.
I agree, and
Mhm.
also, well, the thing is, it lasts like if you're buffing a kangaroo, like get a level 2 or something, it can last decently long into the mid game, like longer than you might be giving it credit for. But then it's not an end game animal.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. It definitely has.
Okay. 3
Leopard
third. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. B.
A.
A.
Yeah, I think it's very high B.
I think it's mostly super strong because monkey's really good and it synergizes really well with it. Also, it's like just the best late game animal, I think. Or like I think rooster, I guess technically is better maybe, but like it's silly.
I
Also,
want
the fact that tiger synergizes so well with it,
right.
like it's a silly animal.
It's arguably the best thing to put a tiger like behind.
I think it's cool. I never really get to it ever. Like I never like use it because my team is already like full most times and I don't have time to buff it up, but I think it's good.
I agree, but in general, I think of the snipers, it's probably the like best in like if you buffed it or just buying it, like it's probably the best
Mhm.
one.
I honestly would want to put it higher here. Like I think it's like deer tier.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Oh,
I think
actually, it is better than
better.
the cow. Actually,
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
And I think because monkey's so prevalent, like, and also the leopard has like shockingly good stats when it comes out. It's a
Well,
10
10
6.
to 5.
I think it's 10-6.
10-6. Yeah, that sounds.
But
right.
like, it's like got good stats, and if you're running monkey, which you probably are anyways,
So
like it goes up so fast.
if you're running rabbit, it evens out kind of pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Definitely true.
But actually, I will say, like, if you have rabbit and maybe tabby cat or something, or regular cat, and you pair, like, you get insane. You can get a leopard up that way too. Also, a dodo, like, just when you're like dodo's kind of being useless, you throw a leopard in front of it, and suddenly you got like a late game monster.
That's
So
true, but you're
sick.
describing a situation that has never happened and will never happen. But yeah, sure.
That is sick.
Because also,
Um,
if you get a lot of dodos, like you don't even need that much attack. Like a level 3 dodo doesn't even need that much attack to be passing forward all it needs.
Yeah.
Remember old level 3 dodo, which was insanely useless because it's like 3 times like
Yeah.
40.
Because it was already completely broken at level 2.
Yeah, it's pretty funny actually.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Mammoth
3, 2, 1.
D.
B.
D.
I think D.
I think it's a
Mammoth
cool
is-
flex spot. I think it has a cool mushroom ability.
I think it's just kind of dookie.
Every
it's a tier
team that-
6.
I always
It's
play
just-
against these teams that have mammoth like mushroom,
Whale.
and I always beat them because it's stupid. Like
It's a better
not cool.
snail.
It's like a good idea that doesn't work.
Yeah,
And it's
better
the thing is,
snail.
I feel like it costs a spot
not
when you
better
really
than-
don't have a spot to give.
you know why it's not better than snail? Because you have to feint it to get the
What?
buff.
No,
You
I'm
have to
saying
kill it.
in game.
Have to
You just
kill
have
it.
it there.
But it's like,
And I'm
you
saying
only
that's
get
like-
the mammoth when I
Now you
don't-
can only get when you lose. Mammoth has more health, and Mammoth is like you can just play it in game.
The problem is, I feel like I never have a spot for a mammoth. If there was a 6 spot, mammoth would be fine.
But if I see a mammoth,
Flex.
if I have a flex position and I have a, like, I'll only get a mammoth like in the front or whatever, if like there's literally no other thing,
It's
like there's
worse
no-
than, I think for
Scorpion.
sure, worse than a crocodile, a dolphin, a scorpion, a deer, like any of those
yeah, it's worse than
like,
like dog and
flex spots, I think like are actually useful.
yeah, of the all the flex
It's
stuff.
also
bad.
like
Also,
a
whale
first-
deer, I don't think I've ever lost to.
it's also a first guy. What's it called? Melon armor taker offer.
Everyone does
Also,
that.
I was gonna say I don't
Yeah, but
like.
it's small.
Yeah, anything can do that, and also
That's
I
just
think
any
it's
fucking
stupid.
animal.
It's
Duck
like a
can do that.
3-10, like it's like 3 attack 10 health or something. It's like it's not doing anything. Like it's so pointless. Like that's a stupid thing to be. 3 attack 10 health. Like I don't even
Trades
get
with the
it.
Scorp, you know.
Yeah, but the Scorp, like
trades
anything in
with
the front
everything.
will get rid of a Scorp unless they're buffing it like a genius, like I do.
I
Alright.
think it's like top of D tier.
E tier?
D tier. I don't even think it's C tier. I think it's bad. And it's
I
so
think,
bad
well-
'cause it's a tier 6. It's a horrible one to tier up to.
Rob, it's below average, right? Like you
Yeah,
have to say
it's-
it's below average.
I think
Yeah.
it's fine. I think it's completely fine, but I also don't care that much.
I feel like you're
Yeah.
not factoring enough in how high tier it is.
Well, also
Yeah.
it's that's another
It's
thing.
like
that
almost
so
never
late.
used.
It
When you
honestly is
level
like a
up
tier
and get a
4
mammoth, that's like
thing.
probably the worst thing you can get.
Especially like,
I think it's definitely the worst tier 6.
yeah, Rob, if it was in tier 4 or something, you'd be like, okay, maybe I could get this going, or like,
Yeah.
or use it as a flex position in the front or whatever. It's not good in like round 13 or whatever.
Yeah,
Like, it's stupid.
That's fine.
I agree.
You're
Uh,
dumb. Rob,
I kind of think dog is better than mammoth.
definitely.
I think that's an appropriate place for it.
I don't care enough.
Uh-oh.
All right, 3, 2, 1, S.
Arguably
S?
2
It's like top
S's.
of
I
A.
think monkey is so broken.
You think it's top
Monkey
of
is
A?
the-
Did you just say you think it's top of A?
You think it's everyone agrees it's S?
100%
Ricky,
S.
that's
100% S.
Ricky,
And there's a
it is-
conversation to say it's further than Bison, but I'd say not.
Okay, here's my argument that it's the best fucking character in the game. In 4 turns, a self-buffing monkey outscales a bison, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then at the end, you have a 50-50 fucking monkey who buffs other guys. Also, you don't even need a tier 3 like a bison. You can just run 4 other normal guys. Any team, when you tier up to a monkey, you can just slap a monkey in the right spot, which isn't even the best thing to do. You'd rather buff your tank. But
Honestly,
literally even
It buffs your
not
tank. Yeah.
using it like usefully is the best fucking thing in the game. It's so broken.
It's good. I think it's better than Dragon.
I think it's for
Here's
sure
my
better than
thing about
Get
Dragon.
it on
Monkey.
turn 7 sometimes. Like,
It's
that's
so
sick.
stupid.
I
You can run
Personally,
2 or
my-
3 monkeys.
And also,
That's how
it's
good it is.
you need less space than a dragon.
that's true. But
You
In my
can
personal
win with
experience,
just a monkey and a leopard.
I never.
Well, you just
see
don't get it.
monkeys.
Yeah, that's
I
stupid.
never
That's
get
not
it.
a
So,
good-
like, I just
the
don't,
only
like,
reason
I don't.
the only
feel
reason Bison
enjoy
is
that.
better is because you can get it so early and
Yeah,
it's
that's true.
already kind of
It's more
tanky.
consistent. I
Yeah,
think
It's more
that's the best
consistent.
argument for.
Although you don't
Bison.
need a tier 3 for Monkey, but I still like Bison.
I think monkey is super broken. Like I just think
Monkeys.
I think it's so good. And it has all the hallmarks of like super broken characters, which is you can just keep throwing more of them on there and it's better. Like 5 monkeys is like a great team. It's fucking so stupid. I think I screenshotted one where I had 2 level 2 monkeys and then maybe a 3rd monkey in the front. Like it's just ridiculous.
so
You can
dumb.
insta pivot into a leopard and give it like plus 15, plus 15. It's ridiculous.
No, it's good. Yeah.
It-
I'm just.
it's
I
so
never.
silly.
I'm unlucky that I don't see monkey ever. I see
You're
a
just
ton of
bad.
other stuff. I don't.
It
see
Maybe
it.
he's just
also-
bad.
Like it can make even bad characters good, like a rooster. I don't think is that good. You just
Rooster's
slap a rooster
terrible
in the
now.
first spot.
We'll get to it.
It's like it's just
Can we
crazy.
sidebar? You're just bad, Rick.
Yeah.
No, it's because I
Ricky,
win.
surely
before,
you noticed that all these teams beating you have monkeys.
before you even get to monkey, I win in like round 7. So like I don't even see monkey.
You're
That's the
just
thing.
bad.
Like a monkey is just it's so good.
I
I
literally,
mean, honestly,
I
I
haven't
think
seen a
it's
monkey
better
in, like,
than
5 games.
Bison. I'm willing to entertain. I honestly don't even necessarily agree that Dragon's on the same tier as these two.
That
No,
is
that's not
very
true.
pushing it.
That's
I
not
think-
true. But that's S tier. I think that's definitive. I don't.
Monkey's my number
Yes,
one.
in
I'm
there.
willing to live with it number 2. I'm not
I
willing to
think
live with it
two.
below Dragon.
That's right. That's correct.
Monkey is so good. I like in the same way
Um,
that Leo's a tier whore for Bisons, I'm 100% a tier whore for monkeys.
Yeah.
Sure.
Anyways, mosquito 3, 2, 1 B.
A.
Yeah.
A, yeah, it could be A too because it scales decently well. Its ability works.
Yeah, I think it's a good. It's
I think
a good
it's-
one when it becomes
It's
level
not
3.
A. I don't.
I think it's
It's
top
got-
of B.
It's got
If
good
not A.
stats. Like I like the mosquito. Also, like a lot of people are dumb and run pigs or
I think it's
horses.
top.
Well, okay. I think mosquito's amazing in the first few rounds.
Has it? Do mosquitoes kill scorpions?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
That's
happens.
crazy. That's never happened to me. That's crazy.
But even like popping melt, like it's. I feel like mosquito bison is just like one of the best archetypes in the game. Like
Yeah, I mean, it
also
is-
it's really nice that it just you like in the early game you don't even want to combine it. You can just like go wide with it. Like
well, it's okay. Here's the thing about mosquito. This is why actually it is good for top of B because it's good in the really early game because it kills horse, pig, ants, and
Yeah.
then
duck.
it's sort of like as you get in the mid game, like hitting 1 isn't really doing much. And then when you get to if you like buffed it as a tank or something, at the end of the game, it's a melon armor breaker.
I told you it
That's it.
carried my chick win
Yeah, you got 3
Right.
melons.
where it hit 3 melons in the front.
Yeah, it honestly comes around to being like pretty like fun to have again.
That's cool.
Also, I feel like a lot of times I end up with like a 10, 11 mosquito with honey. That's like, it's doing the job, like it's
Yeah, it's
it's
fine.
okay in the mid game. Like it's not even that bad. I honestly think A, but I'm willing to live with it. It'd be
Well,
there.
I think in the mid game, it's you have to
I
have buffed
do-
it. Like
I
on
kind
the-
of think that mosquito is
I
better.
do
than
also
Fly.
think A. Yeah,
I kind of think it's
I
better
don't
than
think
a
it's
Fly.
better, but I think it's bottom of A.
because yeah, well, it is probably
Because of the next one we
tier
do.
above. It's just weird that actually, sure, because of these
'Cause-
other tier 1s, like I get it, but it is lower than these two.
3, 2, 1 B.
B.
For the
Yeah,
otter. Yeah, that's
I
what
think
I'm
it's
saying.
top
Like
of B.
otter is definitely a B tier 1.
I
whereas-
think the thing about
too.
otter, 2 otters are great. Like I think you can run a lot of bad things with otter. Like pig otter is okay. Horse
we
otter is
recording this?
okay. Like and
Otter
if you have a
also-
good thing like fish otter, like 2 otters is great. 1 otter
Otter's
is
great
kind
for
of
a
not doing
fish.
it.
it's great.
There's also just a cool tier up on tier
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
I totally agree. It
Because
feels
you
great.
just keep
to do that.
and then it's cool because it's like not a tier up where you really have to care that much about when you combine it because you just keep adding to it and it keeps buffing.
The idea of it's the luck based buff where like it lands on something you don't want,
Yeah.
but in general, like
You
a
can
level
kind of
3
control
buff-
that by like
Yeah.
kind of spreading out the guys
will
you
say
want to
one-
buff and stuff like that.
One bad thing about the otter is I think it doesn't work that well with the ant, which is super good because you want usually you want your ants like 2 or 3 of them out there.
Right, and then
And you don't want a lot of times when you would be taking otter, you already have ants. And it probably works better with like a pig or a fish or a mosquito or something. But it's solid. And also like if you even get like a lot of otters, like your team is just like randomly good. Like if you're like hitting that level 2 otter quite a bit, like
yeah,
I
it
don't know.
feels really easy for whatever reason to get a level 2 otter, and
Yeah.
that's a great buff. Like it's
It doesn't
significant.
scale that well, but early game it's
yeah.
I think you win like 70% of the time.
The only detriment I think is that his stats are kind of poopy.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Oh,
And if you buff an otter with an otter, then it's fine. That's fine.
Pretty
Sure.
sad.
Okay. 3, 2. Oh wait, I don't even know for this one. 3, 2, 1.
A.
S.
D.
It's A.
What?
It's not S.
I
It's
kind of,
A.
I was thinking about top of A, bottom of S. Ox is broken.
Ox is
Ox-
not S.
In the
Ox
mid
is-
game, Ox is like it can
It's-
get unbeatable, which is
It's
crazy.
stupid.
I think it's like B.
No,
I would put it. I could put it lower A, but it had like
I think it's
It's
like
better than
Badger
every
tier. I
B
think
tier
it's
animal.
similar to the Badger where you just steal rounds. You have to put very little gold into it. Like even a level 1 ox with no buffs just goes kind of hard. You just slap a cricket in front of it and like
Yeah,
you win a
that's-
bunch of mid game rounds.
a spider or a sheep in front of it, and then like if you get a pill or
I
two
think
pills in like
4
that's
health
amazing.
isn't great.
But the health doesn't matter that much for almost all of the mid game because you're getting a guaranteed melon armor, which is
Like,
crazy.
You just win a lot. I feel like it's a run saver. Like I've had times where I have a terrible
Yeah.
team
I could see Ox
and I
being
get
A
an
tier,
ox and you just steal rounds.
I could put it
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. I just don't feel like it's that fun.
I honestly
but it is. I think it
it's
is.
like
A tier.
I think it's like above a fish.
Ox
is where
also
I put it.
counters microbe.
Shut up.
That's true. That is true.
Oh, we haven't gotten to turtle. That's weird.
Yeah.
I
Crazy
think
how
that's
many
Parrot-
decent on the ox. Also, I feel like because ant is good, you get a lot of level up ants,
Mhm.
and then when you pill the ant, you get
Oh.
crazy value.
because there's tons of stuff in the early mid game that you pill. That you have ants, you have
Ox-
flamingos,
Yeah,
stuff like
Ox,
that.
Ox did carry a lot of my zombie cricket runs.
See?
Also, I'll say like even the whole like being able to pill crickets and spiders and rams for free
Yeah.
is like it just you get value out of it.
Yeah.
and it lasts a decently long time. Like,
Yeah.
and if you get a level 2, it lasts even longer. Like, it's good.
I think it's too low right now, but okay.
I think it could. Yeah, I think it could be higher.
I'm trying to think what it's better than though. Because is
Probably
it better than
fly.
a leopard?
I don't think it's better than cow.
I could put it above a fly actually. Because
I'm willing to live with that. If I was doing it, I honestly would put it above fish, but I'm willing to live with this.
Yeah, I just don't think.
This is a
It's big.
reasonable.
All
this
right,
is mine.
3, 2, 1. D.
C. I kind of hate the parrot. I feel like the parrot is way worse than the tiger.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely way worse than tiger. I think it's good with a deer.
Here's the
That's
thing.
about
It's
it.
good in one situation. It's good behind a deer. And honestly, that can go decently far in certain builds.
It's good behind a deer. It's
But
good.
here's what I always feel like. Is
It's
it
good
even good
behind-
behind a deer? Because you could also just have another deer.
Well, but
Yeah, that's
it is
true.
more than a 1/1.
Like here's what
Yeah.
happens. Every time I get a parrot, I'm like, oh, this is cool. And he's 6'3". This is nice. And then I'm like, none of my guys have anything useful.
And also,
I think
if you
it's
get
good.
a-
It's
a-
good behind. Yeah, that's true. I always get it on tier or turn 5, and I
well,
don't.
if you don't have a deer, it sucks.
Yeah,
I've seen
But-
it used with kangaroo and ox, like semi-successfully. Like
it's
just think it's
really
super
good
average.
with turkey. I think
Oh,
Yeah.
honestly, I've never even done that.
it always happens to me.
I've seen that before, actually.
But,
I've never
um,
really used. I don't use turkey that much.
I think you're right in saying that it's C though. I don't think it's amazing. Is it
You can.
a recent addition? Did they add that recently, or has that always been there?
What?
I'm definitely disappointed
Parrot.
when I get a parrot on level up.
'Cause I feel like pre-patch, I never played it, and so it didn't exist.
I will say, honestly, I think it should be above the hedgehog.
I'll put it above the beaver. I don't know about above a hedgehog, which is really good.
No, I
Hedgehog
think
is
it's
just-
above hedgehog. Yeah.
Hedgehog is like a game loser.
Okay.
Like I feel like hedgehog parrot is the balance point of, but beyond this, you're losing the game.
A hedgehog, like hedgehog haters, like hate fun and like all that
Yeah,
delight in
yeah.
the world. Like
That's true. We do.
you're a black hole that sucks the fun
A
away.
peacock
3, 2, 1, D.
D, and I want to put it F. but
What
it
did
is
you say,
C.
Rick?
I was thinking C, but like well, I'm
It's
thinking
really
of.
bad.
I feel like
used to
you
use
said D,
Peacock a
bro.
lot. Yeah, I said D, but I don't.
I said
I
D.
can't
I want to
defend
put it
that.
F. I think it's so bad. Like
I think it
honestly,
is D. Yeah, I
is
think
it
it's
even
like
better than an
a
elephant?
fake. I think it's just fake hype. It's like you think it's cool, and then it basically trades once. You know, it
Also, I feel like its
it
ability
trades
is
once.
useless.
It
I feel
trades
like-
once because like someone hits it, it goes up from 1 damage. It didn't kill anyone with 1 damage.
It is low key like
Yeah.
a camel in that it
I feel like
doesn't do what you want.
it's
it's worse
also
than a
even
camel.
worse because it goes up in attack, but it doesn't matter because it has no health.
Yeah, yeah,
Like you'll
exactly.
have like a 12
put a
one
meat
just
on it.
trade.
It's
You
like
just
really
trade
cool.
one
Yeah.
unit for 1 unit. It's not worth.
I honestly, that's fair. I hate
Yeah,
it.
I
And
think
I
it
want to
could
put
be
it
worse
below
than
the
that.
elephant,
Yeah,
but it's better than the
it definitely feels cool because it has an ability that's like fun.
It's one of the earliest like abilities. I feel like
but
what I
it's
was
sad,
thinking
yeah.
is when I started playing the game, I played Peacock a lot,
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And
but
then you
it's
realize how bad
bad.
it is.
and it
And
probably
it's like
got
kind of
worse.
sad because the peacock should be cool, but it's not.
It feels
Alright.
good, but it's bad.
3 penguin, 3, 2, 1, A.
A.
Oh.
Penguin is so
I think
good.
high A. It carries wins. I think maybe top of A.
I think
Uh,
it's.
I
I
think
think
top
it's-
of A.
I think below a ant.
I think
Oh, what?
I think
I
yeah,
think below
actually
the
I
ant.
think Badger's lower than Ant, and I think behind it.
I think I'm fine with that.
I think
That
that's
seems
yeah, I
about
think
right.
that's correct.
I think
Uh,
the thing about penguin, I think level 1 penguin is kind of not that good, but
It's
level
good.
2 penguin, you can actually stop playing the game. Like you can just
Well,
hit end turn and
it-
you kind of scale out of your mind.
If you're doing any challenges, if you're trying to go for achievements, it's just carries you.
Yeah, I've definitely had bad runs, like like that camel or that elephant run I had, like just terrible runs. Just you win because your penguin gets to level
Well,
2, and
a
it's like
penguin it's good for a lot of reasons because first of all, if it's in the back, it's good alligator fodder like that. It doesn't matter.
If it's
that
in
much.
the front, it's good scorpion fodder.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you could put a stake on it.
yeah, a
because it's also
steak
good in the
penguin
end
goes
game.
nice.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a penguin weirdly sticks around till you win. Like it's just there.
Mhm.
Like it stays.
The
in
only thing that
behind it.
stops penguin from being S, in my opinion, is that it doesn't buff itself.
Well, also just it's true the fact that the 1/1 buff like isn't amazing. Like it's no monkey.
It's so true that all the buffers are like the best animals, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think the giraffe is bad, and then but it's not. Like
Yeah,
even the
exactly.
giraffe who has like the lamest buffing ability you could probably come up with, which is like an apple, and then somehow it's just further ahead apples,
Yeah.
is still like pretty good.
And you guys think Dodo's bad, but it's good. Actually, it doesn't buff. but-
Yeah, I don't know. I definitely like a penguin.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Pig.
Pig, 3, 2, and I'm not talking about Ricky's mom.
Oh,
Why would you
I
do
don't
that?
know.
B tier. Yeah, no, never
tier.
mind. She's nice. I like her.
I say D.
Yeah, D.
Don't show this to her.
I will now. And she'll be mad at Rob.
I think
Um,
it's a D.
It's
you
yeah,
said
it's low.
D?
Yeah,
I know
I
you
said D.
love the pig.
really?
It's
It's
not
placement.
that good.
It's placement because
What in the front?
early round, you have your ant or whatever in the front. It trades with an ant, and then you have it in the middle, and it takes out like a high whatever guy, and then your last guy survives.
I
It's
feel
just
like
anything
I
with one
hit,
health is so.
I hit it with
vulnerable.
mosquitoes all the
It's
time. It has
I
a
think it's-
bad tier up ability. It's like it's just not that good.
It's
Yeah,
really
I never
only.
tear it up, but
It's only as good as a buy sell, honestly. Like
no,
it's
it can also
bad.
become a tank. Like if you give it an apple,
Barely.
it's already better than
I'm willing to honestly. I
Guys.
do think it should deserve some credit for being the best buy sell.
Sure,
Yeah.
but it's just anything that, like, when it starts with such low health and like any round you have it, it's just bad, especially at the time of the game.
I
when you
win a
have
lot
it,
of
willing to
round
have a
ones.
low
I'm
health
willing to
pool.
entertain that it's around a beaver.
I win a lot of
B?
No, C.
C?
Don't get
Oh,
crazy.
sure. I could.
Like,
put
or
it
it's
in-
around a beaver. It's like
yeah.
it could be like a little
Oh,
bit
you're
above,
saying
a little bit
beaver,
below.
not-
Like it's kind of situational, but like,
yeah.
Honestly, I think it's worse than a beaver though.
but I think it's like
I still don't like Beaver's nerf, but I
You're obsessed with that. I didn't even notice that really.
I know.
I hate because I ran Beaver all the time. I thought Beaver was A tier before the nerf, but I-
Oh.
better than Beaver honestly. But yeah,
I know it's so bad as a tier up though. I think that's really terrible.
this
Right,
next
that's
one.
if you get two.
Oh,
Oh no.
my
mean
feelings
as
are
a
gonna be hurt.
What do you mean as a tier up?
Like if you like are only getting pigs, that's bad. Like because it's shitty to have like a.
I think
level
it's
2
good to
pig.
have. It's kind of like a badger in a way, where it trades with someone guaranteed, and then you have your big unit in the back.
Yeah, but
And I also feel
Yeah.
like it somehow attracts mosquito shots.
yeah, it really
It gets hit
does.
by mosquitoes more than like a third of the time.
I mean, yeah, I don't care. Whatever. I like Ricky's mom, but
It's a good one.
What the fuck is wrong with you,
yeah.
dude?
So Rabbit. 3, 2, 1.
A.
B?
C.
No, it's not C
That's disgusting. Don't do my man like that.
because
I-
it's
All right, let's just be honest, okay? For the tier ups, I think it's worse than a badger, better than a giraffe.
worse than a hippo.
I think,
I think it's
plus 1 health is less than a beaver. You know.
I think, but it comes so early. A turn 3 rabbit
honestly,
is really nice.
it
It-
plays
it
pretty
makes-
well.
It makes
It
apples
works
useful.
with
You
rabbit.
can
or
make,
it works,
it works with a
worm.
lot of things, like a
It
dodo.
doesn't work
Even though
with
you
a
don't
lot of
believe me,
things.
like if you have a
It
tank,
works with
it
a
can be
lot of
nice.
things.
It also like it makes salads useful.
It makes you constantly have to spend 3 gold on food. It's like
Wow, that's just food builds. Like
I know, but it's for less reward than most other food guys. I think it's worse than almost every other food guy.
I think well, also it just leads into a lot of successful archetypes. Like I think worm and seal are super playable with the rabbit.
here's why it's not bad. Like why rabbit is playable. It comes down to the fact that in the part of the game when you get it, health is really cool. Like when you have like a little bit extra health, like that's really useful.
I think it's just fine. Like I don't think it's
I think it's just
it's
one of I think it's
completely
better than a
average.
giraffe. Like just straight up, it's a better.
no, it's definitely not better than a giraffe.
It's not better. I really think it's not better than any of these other Bs, but it's better than every C.
I honestly, I
Maybe
would put
except
it.
for the dodo.
I think I would put it behind mosquito.
Compared to Dodo, it's S.
I think it's
you would put it
so
behind
solid.
mosquito. That's so wrong. It's so
That-
whatever. Plus 1 health in any build doesn't do anything.
No, but that's not true because it comes so early. It's
Okay,
when
but
1 or 2 health.
In
very
any
likely
build
to get-
after turn 5, does
You're very likely to get a turn 2 rabbit or level
Yeah,
2 rabbit, which
turn
is
3.
very solid. It
how
makes
much is
pairs-
it? Plus 2 health.
Yeah,
level
and
2, yeah.
sushis and salads go hard. It's a winning strategy. Like it's a winning
fine.
archetype.
I've been using it recently, and it's not as bad. Like I get
I've
what you
used
mean.
it and it doesn't help me.
It's helped me.
It's like fine.
I think it's even kind of in. I had this build which I could have won if I had not been so resistant to combining my rabbits. But I got a tier 2 spider, pilled it, got a tier 2 rabbit on turn 3, and that boy went hard.
Wait, how did you get a tier 2?
I leveled up a spider, and I was mad because I couldn't get anything good. So I pilled it on that turn. And then it gave me a level 2 rabbit on turn 3.
Oh, that's crazy.
But I was like, I'm for sure gonna
Wait,
get a level
what
2
turn do you
snail.
get? What turn do you get?
You had a level
spider on?
2
That
spider.
doesn't make any sense. What you just
Okay. So my turn 3. Okay. I try to combine. I combine some like pigs or something, and I get dog shit. Like I get like a dog or like a I don't know, a camel or something. I'm mad. I have 3 spiders in the shop, and I was like, fuck it, I'll combine these guys.
Wait, but
And then I had a pill also, so I get up to a level 2 spider, and then I pill it, and it turns into a level 2 rabbit.
I'm sure.
oh, I guess spiders are tier 2,
Yeah.
so that makes
Yeah,
sense.
it's
Anyway.
silly.
Anyways, your story checks out. Rabbit kind of blows. I Ricky in his placement.
My feelings are hurt.
Dude, your feelings are hurt. It's like the highest out of all 3.
Honestly, like that, I just did something really nice for you, actually.
Okay, I'm willing to accept
I would
it.
say it's C tier. I would say it's completely average. It's
I
doesn't do
acknowledge it's
anything
better
end
than
game.
Better than your average flamingo.
All right, let's just talk about rat.
Anyways, rat F tier.
I think the only argument is it better or worse than duck?
It's worse.
No, I think it might be better.
I think it's actually slightly better because I've had times where you can throw the rat in for 1 round. Like if you have like duck rat on like and you need 1 more spot.
The rat is a curse. It always because
It's like
the duck at
so-
least
But
has
it's,
some
it's
it's
playable
four
for 1
five.
round.
It's 4-5.
also you can go
Okay,
rabbit
Rihanna,
hedgehog
Paul
and then
McCartney.
negate the effect of the rat.
Yeah, it's 4-5.
Like rat hedgehog.
Stats make it better than, and I always say it's the worst one, but it's not.
I literally don't think there's
Wow.
ever a time you should take duck. Like I think if it's duck, you should roll. You should keep rolling. Rat, there's like a situational time where you might take it for 1 round.
You're asking to lose to the dirty rat, though. Like you're playing with.
I mean,
fire.
yeah, you lose most times with it, but also you lose most times with duck.
Yeah, duck is. It's because duck is.
And
so
I just
bad.
think
That's the
I
only
just think the
reason.
stats are way better than most stats. It's a tier 2, right?
Yeah,
So it's way better than most stats at tier 2.
like it's. Yeah, I strongly believe it's better than duck.
But that's honestly the stats aspect of it is almost why it's part of why it's bad, because it tricks you into it lulls you into
Ricky,
a
I
false
think you're
sense of
just you're
security.
what
think
you
you're
are is
ever-
you're really upset that you got done dirty by the dirty rat,
No,
and
no,
you're
that's
not thinking
never
about
happened.
how the fact
Listen,
that
every time
when you
I
have ducks,
personally use
you
rat,
get blown out.
I've never lost with the rat. I always win with the rat, and I use it all the time.
Here's the thing: when you have
Uh,
when you have duck, you don't even get close. Like the rat, sometimes you lose to the dirty rat because you like
oh, nice.
kill all their animals except the dirty rat. A duck, there's no way you're even getting close to their last animals.
Well, the duck is like depressingly bad. Like
It's so
bad,
bad.
yeah.
And
Stats are
duck
bad, and
meta has like actually just been.
It's
like,
funny how
shot
people
so
were
badly.
mad,
It's
they're
so
like-
horrible.
they nerfed duck because it was like there was the duck meta, but like it really was like pretty fair that it
The
did.
duck meta was
no,
like kind
duck-
of fine.
It was,
duck meta
but then
was
you win when you play
broken.
someone who has ducks, but then they get a buff later.
Yeah.
duck meta was silly, and I don't even know how they balance duck because I feel like there's no in between current duck and broken duck.
Yeah, but it was not broken.
I
Like
think
it,
just do current duck with better
It
stats.
was also it wasn't
Yeah.
even just broken though. It was degen.
you could make it
like,
2-2, and it would.
it was
change the
stupid.
world. Next is
Yeah,
Ron.
yeah, they could buff the stats.
Yeah.
Honestly, they could make it 3-2 and it wouldn't be that good.
My rabbit finally left. Oh, what the fuck?
There you
Yeah, it's
go.
probably a good animal. A tier.
I'm saying the rabbit finally left the screen
What do we got? Oh, rhino.
in Anodyne.
Rhino.
Did you say Rhino? 3, 2, 1.
C.
E. Yeah.
It's worse than average. I wish
think
Rhino
it's-
was good because it's fun.
It's cool. I think it being cool.
It's cool,
the
which
buff.
promotes it from D to C, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Sure,
I just feel like the rhino, it's like I feel like it never shoots its little thing, and when it does, it never kills anything.
well, so I've had one game so far where it did exactly what it was supposed to, where it was like a summon build or something, like kind of early. So it was like sheep kill, You know, like
Yeah, it's
deer
cool.
killed, whatever.
It's
It's cool. That's what
looking.
gets it into C tier. But it's like I
That's
think
kind
it's
of
like,
lying to yourself, though. Like it's
No, I think it's just cool. I think
and it's like
because
its
it's
stats
cool. It
are
goes
decent.
deeper.
It's got decent stats.
this
Like
actually the stats are bad because like by the time you get it, it's like a
tier
5.
5.
it's a tier 5.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Like by the
It might
time you get
deserve to
it,
go down to tier. I thought it was a tier 4.
No.
God damn.
It's
You know
like
what's
the
insane
same
when you
turn
think
you
about
could
it
get
is that
monkey.
Bison is a higher tier than, or Bison is a lower tier than Rhino.
Yeah.
yeah, way
That is
lower.
gross. And it has better stats as just coming out without the ability.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
so silly.
It's
Okay,
bad.
I mean, I'm willing to leave it up there because of the coolness factor.
Yeah.
but
It is cool. It is cool. I Worcester, where our friend Ethan goes to college.
yeah. If you guys want to visit him,
Thank you for making it this far, Ethan.
yeah.
Rooster, I'd say C. Or
I think C.
I'd say C.
I was
I think-
thinking it's better, or it's not below average.
I think just because if you
I think
level it up,
is.
it's cool. You know?
I think it's so hard to level up and get its stats up. Like I feel like
I think you
the-
can level it up, and then
I
if
feel like it's really
better than
hard.
a
Like there's a
boss,
period where you have a level 1 rooster, and it's just not doing a lot. Like I almost feel like you lose 2 rounds for picking it.
I
it's
think
gonna be, and you can get it on turn 5 where bees are still viable.
the way that the new rooster works now is that it honestly works best in like a summon build. Like it's which is like that's a whole thing that like, you know, none of us play that often.
That's true.
But in
I think
general,
it's better than Parrot.
oh yeah.
Should be Dodo Rooster. I think Dodo Rooster is a classic.
I like the fact that it's Dodo Rooster.
Yeah.
So
It's
homage to
they
the old
both got
Captain.
equally kneecap.
shit in the dirt. I think that Dodo Rooster was super cancer, but that they didn't have to fucking kill both of them.
I loved it.
I don't know. I feel like I don't even know what else they could have done with Dodo
Loved it. It was
because
so
like
fun.
it was a
It's fu-
necessary.
You know what's
nerf.
crazy? You know about the Dodo 2 nerfs ago?
Yeah, it was like
It was
buffed-
insane. The tiered up, it buffed it more to more animals.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
Dude, imagine your 50 tier 3 50 attack Dodo gives out 150 attack.
that's
Like
worth
who in
it.
the world thought that was like you look at current Dodo, still playable, and it's like like a shadow of itself.
Is Badger the only guy who can do? Oh, Badger and Leopard are the only ones who can do more than 50, right?
Yeah, I level 3 Badger is so funny.
Yeah, it's funny when it does like 150 damage.
Yeah. Okay. I think Rooster's a little high, but like whatever. I like that it's behind Dodo.
All right. Scorpion, 3, 2, 1, A.
Yes.
A. I think
I
I
think
actually
it
kind of
could
think
be
it
S.
should be B, but recently people have been disrespecting the Scorpion.
The Scorpion is the ultimate, like you buy it and it's immediately worth it.
I think so too. The
And
only
then a
thing
buffed one
that's
is
a
great.
bummer is that it can be counteracted by
A
Just-
mosquito.
X shit unit like a penguin or Like-
Right.
and if you have dragons, you know. Or a dolphin.
Also, but I will say the 1-up meta is kind of insane for the Scorpion.
Yeah. I think it's probably
I just think people are disrespecting it. Like I see so many people running their like monkey bison build and they just put a garlic bison at the front.
I was gonna say actually
no
even
respect.
in more recent times, I think people like haven't been putting a anti-scorpion tech in the front.
yeah. No,
So
I
it's
agree.
been good, really
think-
good recently. But
I
it's
think-
easy to counter.
I think better than fish. Maybe better than badger.
I would put it better than Badger. IMO.
I'll live with it.
I think we're like shitting too much on badger. I think badger can still be cool. But
I love Badger's like my second favorite unit behind Rabbit. I think, but here's the thing: honey
about
badger,
monkey?
lame. Tiger badger, insane. I love tiger
It's
badger.
That is
funny.
so
It's
dumb.
definitely funny.
It's so good. I
But
love
why?
it. It's so entertaining. I think Scorpion's a little high, but I'll live with it.
I like Scorpion. I like it.
I really like
It's-
it.
It's also
is
a tier 5, which is
Crazy
even
value
cooler.
for money.
Also, today I won with a level 3 Scorpion.
Also,
like-
like I've been thinking about this,
Yeah.
like
Big Scorpion
your-
is so sick.
in your late
So
game
fun.
shops, like normally a 1-up is bad. Like it's not it's one of the least flexible ones, but it's like it makes 1-ups good. So almost all your shops are either gonna have a pear or a chocolate or like something good.
I
That's
think
true.
also Scorpion comes in pretty early and it will always take up like your last flex spot if you
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it
have a
comes pretty
spot.
early, there's a bunch of rounds where it's like really good because no one's thinking about
You
Scorpion.
can also just buff it to hell and
Yeah.
when it kills people.
Monkey
and
Scorpion
uses the-
is silly.
That's
It
cool.
is silly.
Seal 3, 2, 1.
C.
Yeah. Probably high to mid C.
I think honestly, if I'm gonna be completely honest, it's like a low C, but it's like up to high C for being cool. I like the
I
seal.
don't think it's that cool.
I like the seal. I feel like when I run seal, I run into these teams where I have like a bunch of like 828 guys and they don't do any damage.
Well, yeah, it doesn't do, it's high health, low damage. It never does what you want. Like you think it's like, oh, it's buffing stuff, but like barely, especially when you get it, the 1/1 isn't helping. Like by the time you get it, it's just not that good anymore.
Yeah, I feel like I like him.
It's
but
so
he's-
whatever, and I never use it. Even if I have like a build, I never really get to the point where I want it that much.
I could
Also,
put
I
it
feel like
below.
it's sad that it doesn't work with worm.
It works
Yeah,
with
'cause you
worm
have to
if you
feed-
like sushi or some shit.
Well,
I
that's
know, but like a lot of times when you otherwise like if you run rabbit like whatever 20% of the time or something, like the majority of those you're not even gonna go seal.
Yeah.
Like it's like some tiny percent of time where you're like, I'll run a seal.
you have to feed the seal, and the seal buff isn't that good. So like you're not
it's
feeding
just
your
it's just
worm
not
or
that
whatever.
good. It does have
Yeah.
kind of nice stats, I guess, to start out. Like it's really fat, but
Is it like 3.8 or something?
yeah.
Sure.
It's just weak for a tier
Whatever.
5.
Yeah, that's pretty bad for like round 7 or whatever that is.
Yeah, it's just not. Yeah, I think it's fair there.
Shark.
Shark.
3, 2, 1.
D.
C or D. Like
I do not respect
Ricky.
the shark.
I don't
You
respect.
have to remember your high school quote.
Every week is Shark Week or whatever. Live every
That was
week.
your yearbook quote.
I feel like the shark is like people who don't like. It's like a worse summon build.
Well, because it's like the when you have a summon build, it like can get really buffed, but like not really. Like it doesn't
Also,
get that buff.
I feel like it tricks you into keeping bad animals that like spawn a lot. Like you just keep a sheep for too long and a cricket for too long because you're like, oh, I'm getting extra
I
shark.
think it
buff."
has good enough stats where putting it behind a summon build is pretty good. Because then it
I
becomes
don't even think it's pretty good. I think it's like horse.
Even when I do a
better
summon
than a
build,
horse.
it's not really worth having. I'd rather just have like
turkey
behind
or a
my turkey,
fly
tiger,
Or a tiger or even another sheep.
Yeah, like having just another summon instead of a shark in place of that is better. Like,
No, that's not true.
I
'cause
honestly think it's
another
like in
sheep would be
between-
worse than a
well,
shark.
I'm not saying sheep, but another deer. Or
I
something.
think it's in between.
That's worse than shark because
Dog
shark
and
is
mammoth.
like shark is already pretty high, like whatever. And when you kill the 4 in front of it, it gets at least to like 15ish. I don't know.
I think it's between dog and mammoth.
I think it's higher than dog, but I mean I don't care that much. I just think it's high. It's good.
I don't respect shark. I feel
I
like I almost
really-
never lose to a shark.
I disrespect it, and I don't know. I would put it at the top of D to compromise.
Yeah, I
Right.
agree. Sheep. 3, 2, 1.
B.
A maybe. I don't know. I like.
I don't
I feel
think
like
it's A, but
it's like I think bottom A or top B. I feel like sheep like is kind of good. It's not only good in summons, it's really good with a mushroom. And when it gets leveled up, it's like it has really good stats.
Well,
it's
when
good
you
towards the beginning when you just get it.
when you
Yeah.
get it, it's a really good like tier up because it's like it brings you 2, and at 2/2/2s are really good in that round. And also a level 2 sheep, like 2/4/4s, when you get that are really good.
Yeah.
And then I wouldn't keep it that long.
Yeah,
unless you
and
have
then
a
it's
big tournament.
donezo unless you get like a turkey.
It really can't
But
last. that long.
turkey sheep is so strong.
Yeah, but you just don't keep it that long because that's like how rounds in between.
I've definitely won games on turkey sheep with the mushroom on the sheep, and it's
I
broken.
think this is probably right. I would maybe put. I was gonna say maybe put giraffe in front of otter, but I think and
I
actually,
think that's about right for sheep.
yeah. Okay. Shrimp. 3, 2, 1.
D.
C. What'd you say, Rob?
I said D.
What'd you say, Rick?
I said B.
I think
And like
look,
it never is cool
it's
for me.
it's a cool animal, and that's
When you
why
lose
it's
and you
like
see a snail, it was all worth it, you know?
Why?
just-
The buffs are good early.
When you lose and you see a snail,
Yeah.
we're not doing snail.
Oh.
we're
Shrimp?
doing shrimp.
Oh, that's
shrimp.
also B.
That's not B. Because you need a fucking flex spot, and that's not worth in like the tier that you're using it. Just like dog's not worth in the tier.
You
that
know
you're-
why it's not as bad as you think? Because even when you first get it, it's a 2/3 in like round 3.
That's fine. That's not
That's
round
like
You know what I
fine.
feel like a lot of times happens? Like
Is it round three?
you want to run 2 shrimps because then at least like
Well,
the
that's yeah.
thing is working, and then the shrimps fucking buff themselves.
That
You
happens
want to
a lot.
also, if you run 2 shrimps, then you don't even have anyone on your squad to be buffing.
But like I feel like I've
Like,
tried
missing
before going
3
like dog
spots.
shrimp, where you're like, this is a real archetype. Like I'm actually getting good value from this like buy sell, and the shrimps just buff
Ricky,
themselves.
is the shrimp better than the dog? No.
No. But
And
that's
so it's
'cause
D
this
tier.
dog should be in like high B, maybe
No.
S.
Oh my god, Pete.
It's worse than the dog, and so it's D tier.
I think honestly, if I was placing it,
These
it's
two
worse than
should
a
be
horse.
high.
I'll be straight up. It's worse
It-
than a horse.
Yeah, it doesn't work without a dog. Really.
I think if I was honestly placing it in between Blowfish and Peacock,
But I think
I'll-
it has the same like thing where you guys skew more health wise, as like I think since it should be lower because rabbit should be lower.
I
They have the same buff, but
right.
it's worse than horse. I think rabbit should be lower.
I just feel like horse can win you early rounds. Shrimp just never wins you any round.
Shrimp does
And it's a trap.
win you a lot because it's really good.
That's NL propaganda. Ricky drinks the NL Kool-Aid and he thinks just because NL is super sick that he can just replicate whatever NL does.
But I'm just saying that I do like I do shrimp often. By the way, NL he hasn't done shrimp in a while.
He
but-
popularized it.
Like I'll still do a shrimp sometimes and I can make it work. But I'll admit I like it, but it's not that good.
I think I like it, and it's cooler than it is good. It's just not very good.
Fine. It's so fine.
It's fun.
It always buffs
I'd
the
say
wrong
I
side.
agree that it's worse than horse.
But I would never I can't put it above or below a camel.
Yeah, no, that's
It's
fine.
really bad.
Better
But
than
a horse is probably more useful, to be honest.
Yeah.
We have a snail.
Snail, I would say B tier.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Not
it's
A
definitely
tier.
above average.
Oh, that's not it.
That's not a snail.
Yeah,
I would say high B tier, if not A tier.
I kind
I
of
don't know,
like it
I
around.
probably put it below the snipers. Or
The
maybe
cool
below
thing
the
about
shrimp.
snail is that the more you save snail, the less you lose.
That's true.
Well, I will
So-
say when you have a bad team and you lose, and you lost because your team is bad, and then you get a snail, and suddenly you're good again.
It's cool to incentivize losing.
I will say also, like sometimes even on, I've had times where I like lose my turn 2 and I level up into a snail and you get kind of nasty buffs. Like
Yeah,
that
the
much
buffs are
buffs
really good.
for that
I
round is
see
like,
these insane YouTubers where they have the restraint to be like, oh, I'm gonna win this round. I don't need to freeze the snail. And I'm like, oh, that's insane. Like, what willpower?
well, I only honestly, I feel like I do that when I have an early honey badger and I'm like, I can't lose.
Yeah,
I'm gonna rob this guy.
but like I think snail is
The
so
only the reason why I don't
it's so
think it's A
cool
tier
when it goes.
is
Yeah,
snail
it
really
looks
falls
great.
off. I feel like is the reason why,
I saw
because it requires a flex spot and like the buff isn't that good in the late game.
Well, it's really good when you get in the early game. It's like insanely good buffs. But,
Yeah,
you're not buying a snail that often. Like when you get down the line.
I buy snail. I saw this what's that guy's name? Scooty video where he did like an invertebrates challenge. I think it came out today. He did an invertebrates challenge. So he didn't really have many guys to buy. So he just like froze his whole shop full of snails until he lost. And then it's so satisfying. It's like,
It's
I
pretty
will
fun.
say also I've definitely had times where I buy more or freeze more snails than I can buy, and that's a little irritating.
Right.
oh, well, that's
Like-
stupid. Like, just don't do that.
Right, but it's just tempting is all.
If you have a level 3 swan, though, you can get the level up. You can get another one on the level.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's a
I
fair
think it's
placement for it.
higher than where you have it. I think it's better than Croc.
I'm willing to put it better than Croc. It's so good early game.
It's better than
It
Croc.
is.
It's definitely better than Sheep because it's the same. Like,
Right. That's true. I guess I didn't think about that. It is insanely, like, in the time that it's really useful, it's crazy good. Like the buffs are
it's so
insane.
cool. I
And
just
you-
like that it
you buy it a
incentivizes
lot.
losing. Yeah,
It's-
I think it's like an always buy if you have a loss.
Yeah, almost
Well,
always.
Yeah,
Unless you're in the
it's
late
not al-
game, you're pretty
you-
much going to buy a snail. Also allows you to pivot, which is nice.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's super useful, honestly. I didn't even think about
Why
it.
is the caterpillar in here?
I think that's because like maybe old game, it was like its own thing.
Maybe. This is a weird list. Also, there's no boar.
Yeah, so we're gonna add that at the end.
Okay.
Okay.
You got to scroll down a little.
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
next? Snake.
Snake.
Who out here feeding the snake? Snake. 3, 2, 1, B.
Low
Maybe
A.
low A. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah,
Like,
I think that's true.
I feel like it's a good like flex one where you can just throw it behind a bison.
It's,
I think it
it's
also
really good.
works most of the game because early on it'll kill someone like whoever, and then once you're late game, you have a tank and it does its thing for a while.
Well, the only thing with that, like the reason it's not like S is just because
You get
When
it
you
so
get-
late.
late in the game, like you're not getting, even with your 50-50, you're not getting a ton of hits most of the time because
Yeah.
they're going to kill you like kind of fast. But it is, especially when you get a level 2 snake, like a level
Especially
1 snake's good. And then a
tiger
level
level two
snake is
snake.
kind of nasty.
That's true
Like
too.
bison tiger snake is like a super
yeah.
playable just combo.
Yeah. I
Definitely.
would put snake higher than fly.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely better than fly.
Also,
and
snake
Fly
works with
as well.
summon builds as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's very satisfying to play against like a turkey fly team.
But it works like with a summon build.
Oh, kind of, yeah.
Well,
Get
because it's like a
multiple-
guaranteed it's
Yeah.
something in front
Two
of it.
hit. Yeah.
I get it.
I meant more sniping the summon builds.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
no,
it's good. That's
yeah.
why it's interesting. It's a
Also,
very cool
Fucking
mid-game.
snake hits literally every perfect target and it's infuriating.
Yeah, it does have good
Honey
aim.
badger, it kills your honey badger. If you have like a unit that shouldn't die, it just always finds the one. It does like the perfect math where it'll like whittle down a guy so that when your guys trade, it perfectly trades with the rest of the team. Like
Yeah.
so annoying. Snake is like really like kind of like heat-seeking missile.
Yeah, it does have good aim.
3, 2, 1. D.
Wait, is this a spider?
Yeah, maybe C.
I would
I-
say C.
B. I like the spider.
You know why a spider's not B? Because you're praying a spider gives you a sheep.
You always go for spider. What's it called? Pill, and it almost never does anything.
Look. So you run spider 1 round early. You have a chance of just cheesing someone with a turtle or a ram. Also, it just like at worst, you're getting like a camel. You essentially it's like a 4/4.
No, at worst, you're getting a 2/2 pufferfish.
Well, okay, that you get a 2/2 and a 2/2, which is not that bad for a tier 2 animal.
But a sheep,
And
can
you get
get
to
a sheep
kill
who
it
gives you
for free.
2/2.
You pill it for free.
I think it's
It's like-
probably high C. It doesn't scale at all. It's like slightly playable on one turn. Like,
Also, it's nice in front of an ox. It's nice, like, no, you're doing him dirty. I think he's a low B tier.
Really?
no, because he's viable for 2 turns, maybe.
Yeah, you really can't. And it also is just when you get a spider, you're like, I wish I got a sheep just now. Like, because then it could have given
He's
me.
viable
Sheep
for
is-
2
Sheep
turns.
is too high tier. It's because it's a tier 2.
He's viable for 2 turns, and it's not even guaranteed it's really good.
You could get a snail. Like, stupid.
I don't know. I feel like it's.
I think
it's a good. It's a better tier 2.
I think deer parrot already is way better than just spider.
Oh, you think it should be like that?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I can't argue with that because spider. I was just trying to give Rob the like. He wants it to be in B.
No.
Well, I just think that,
Spider's so bad at scaling. It's so bad.
yeah,
It's
but it's
like-
a tier 2. Like it has its moment in the limelight where it's solid, and it has the potential for brilliance.
stupid.
I'm willing to live with it and see.
3, 2, 1 for. Oh wait, squirrel.
Squirrel, yeah.
3, 2, 1. F.
Yeah.
I
And
agree with
I
that.
honestly think
F.
in between the rat and the duck,
It has decent stats. Isn't it like 2.5 or something?
Well,
it
I just
comes
think
down-
Ability does something.
well, it has an
it's
ability that
super
does something.
late.
If
It's-
you rolled and you have 3 gold left and 1 open spot and you just get it, it's like it does something for the next round.
Yeah.
But like it's not a good
Also,
thing. to
if
have.
you level it
like
up, it's
with-
not bad.
It's,
Sure.
nah,
But
that's
it's
not true. That's a lie. It is bad.
It's
I've
bad
had,
to
like,
have in your
It's
team.
Really good food builds, and it's like it's not even good.
Yeah,
It's
it-
annoying that it's only the first roll.
Exactly, because a lot of
But
times by
it's
the
cool
time
that you can save stuff, and it's also cool that pills are free.
it's not that good.
It's just
I mean,
weirdly
I'm arguing
bad
that it's better than rat.
It's definitely better than rat, and it's better than duck, which is why I was initially thinking the bottom of D.
No, it's definitely F though. It's definitely very bad.
Yeah,
I mean it's not playable, yeah, which I guess is fair.
I live with it being better than the rat, but
Yeah,
it's
fair.
definitely yeah.
The rat is like evil. The squirrel is trying its best. It's just
Yeah.
that.
And yeah, it's definitely cuter.
That is true. I will
We're
say,
both
you know why it's better is like cheap chocolate just hits different.
Yeah. Also, just think about the rats that you see in your basement. Or whatever.
Yeah,
Gosh.
you're right. You're right.
Cool.
I know that we're from New York City. We're supposed to rap, but gross.
The rat.
Yeah, this 3, 2, 1, A, maybe even S, but
It's high
I
A.
think high A.
I think
I
it's
think it used to be S. Its stats are kind of eh.
3, 3 when you get it. It's a tier 2 or tier 3.
Maybe 2.
2.
Are you sure? No, I think it's 3.
No, it's 2, I think.
It's 2 for sure. 2.
I think
Really?
3 is pretty good, like when you get
It's
it.
good, yeah.
But
And
also
then you could just buff it to hell.
you have to buff it yourself. But the thing is, it's one of those animals,
Fine.
it's like fish where it's like it just gets buffed. Like I don't
Yeah.
even know how, but somehow it's 50-50 at the end.
Yeah.
I don't think it's S. Like I think honestly, I think S's should be nerfed, and I don't think the Swan.
No,
should be.
I think it's high A though.
The
Yeah.
thing about
Yeah.
a Swan though, and I agree
Yeah.
that it's high A and not S, but an argument that
Swan
it
is
is
tier
S
2.
is,
Swan is tier
yeah.
2, might be better than Penguin then.
but the thing about a Swan is that it honestly is arguably a must buy, which is like
Yeah.
pretty interesting. But
I'm willing to put it higher than Penguin. It is really centralizing.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like if you see a Swan on your second turn, there's really no teams that shouldn't take that.
yeah, you take a Swan a lot.
And you can even keep a Swan from turn 2 to turn 16.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of animals that are like
That and fish are probably the most used like early game stuff that stays.
Also, it
Yeah.
it
And
synergizes really well with other like even bad builds. Like it makes like dog better. It makes dragon really good.
Yeah.
Like you can fish for chocolates in the late game. Like it's just useful to have.
Dragon what?
Like it synergizes well with dragon.
But like just Rob, what did you mean?
Yeah, like dragon.
Dragon what?
Just dragon.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really
Yeah.
get what you mean, but whatever.
Tiger.
Here. 3, 2, 1.
A.
and
B.
Okay, I think
Or
it's
high
like it's actually a low A, high B, but it's
Yeah.
really cool. Like most
Yeah,
of
it's
the
cool.
coolest builds.
It works with a lot of guys. I don't actually. It's kind of a bummer. It only works in battle. I know this isn't relevant at all, but if it worked outside of battle, it would be here. Like if it worked with like monkey. or
Yeah.
Goat,
Well,
or
that would be
one.
too powerful.
But like I feel like it works with like too many things for it to be a B. Like it works really well with the dolphin. It works amazing with the leopard, amazing with the snake.
No, I
works
think
with the
you're
tiger
right.
fly.
It's
Like,
just
most
annoying that
endgame
it's an
teams can
extra
figure
spot.
out.
It's annoying that it's one extra spot. It doesn't have that much stats.
But
But it's like salvageable with a stake.
and it comes when there's a time when you have an extra spot, and a tiger is like an amazing thing to put in an extra spot. Like
Also, Tiger Badger's the coolest team.
It also just doesn't really work with bison. And that's the only thing I ever do.
yeah. It works good with snake though, which is
I
also
always,
really better.
I think I always do buff team.
Tiger Skunk is good.
Tiger skunk's
Yeah,
amazing.
that's cool.
Also,
always
I
do
think there's no
buff teams,
skunk on
though.
this list.
Really?
Yeah, I don't use tiger like a ton, but it's like a really fun thing to have.
No,
like
that's
for a
true.
leopard, it's insane.
You're right, Rob. I think. Wait, scroll down.
I was just thinking.
Wow, weird.
What?
No skunk.
Oh, Rob, why'd you find this tier list that sucks?
This one's yours.
Yeah, but this is the one you sent.
No, this is the one you found because it doesn't have the DLC.
No, this one, remember, it had the butterfly.
What? Mine had all the DLC.
Oh, really? Well,
Yeah,
all
you
of the
clicked on
ones
a
that I
different one.
found that were like good had the wrong emojis.
Yeah, those emojis are weird. Like,
Yeah,
who
they look
made
really weird.
those? Where did that come from? Where did those resources come from?
I have no idea. Wait, why does this not have skunk? When is this?
Isn't there
from?
another S tier that's bad? Or F tier that's bad?
Is
What?
there?
I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of elephant. Guys, let's move on. Turkey, 3, 2, 1, A.
Hey,
Sure.
Yeah,
I never
let's
used-
say better than deer, worse than fish.
Really? That high?
Turkey is so. I only learned this like embarrassingly recently. So stupid that it buffs coming out of the shop.
Perma buffs, yeah.
Oh yeah, the fact that it's permabuffs is
It's
crazy.
And they're
insane.
big perma buffs too.
When your
Yeah.
level 2 is +6. Well, the thing that's crazy is it buffs the health too.
Yeah,
And it's crazy because
it's so much better
only-
than horse.
it's the
like,
only thing that makes summon build viable.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, I mean,
And
'cause
they
if you
are
have a horse in
viable
your summon
because
build,
of it.
yeah. It's
They
like
are-
the whole archetype.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Sure.
I mean, I just think it's not better than fish. But
Turtle is interesting.
turtle, 3,
Not B. Oh,
A.
I think B.
I think high
I think
B.
it's A. I think it's
I-
A because melon armor is so useful. It's permanent. It also is a good addition to any squad, like even like as its own guy. If you like level it up, it's nasty. If you level it up and then pill it, it's still very viable too. Like leveling up a turtle isn't that hard. And then you have 2 melon armors on your tank.
Yeah, I think I underused the turtle. It has disappointingly bad stats, which I don't like.
Its
But-
stats are better if it comes out of a spider.
That's true.
You don't have to tell me about it, bro.
Yeah.
It also is so early in the game that it's like when garlic is better than melon.
I know, but a lot of
Yeah.
the times I'll know that swan is gonna be my tank, or fish is gonna be my tank, or bison is gonna be my
Right.
tank, and then that's fine. Like I
And
know
I will say
keep these
it's
units
nice that it's
forever.
really pillable at a time where you get a lot of pills and not everything has like good.
Oh my
pill
God.
usage.
it's so stupid that like the stupid new foods dilute your shop, and on tier like turn 10 or whatever, you can never get a pill ever.
Yeah, you only get cupcakes and one ups.
I'll go like entire turn, like I'll scroll for, because when I'm doing the achievements or whatever,
Some extra pizzas.
it's so annoying. It's so infuriating.
Yeah.
But I think Turtle's A. Honestly.
I think it's like low A. Low.
I think it's maybe high B. And then also now that I'm looking at Tiger, I think Tiger is way higher.
You want to
Yeah,
put this at the top
I
of
didn't even
B
see
or
that you
bottom
put
of
it
A?
there. I think Tiger is like.
Yeah, leave it at top.
Fish.
B.
I think that's it's like in between fish and turkey.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I think it
It's
works
so
in more
versatile.
builds.
I love Tiger.
Yeah, I think it's okay. Um,
Do we have whale on here? Oh,
Yeah.
there's whale. I'm just checking to see
Whale.
which ones we're missing.
Boar and skunk.
I think
Yeah.
that's it. I can't believe Skunk's on them here. But anyways, whale F tier maybe
I think it's D.
Bottom
wait,
of
wait. 3, 2, 1.
D.
I think it's bottom of D. You could argue it's F.
Because it's not like
I think it's better than elephant
Unusable.
actually.
if you have like a
Because
a
deer
sheep or whatever.
because deer whale is a thing. It's
Yeah.
better than deer. It's better than
It's yeah. It's like it's really bad. but
maybe
it's like
better than
there's-
peacock, maybe better than blowfish.
I
Maybe,
don't know.
No, I don't
not
even
that-
think that's true because it's too high tiered for how bad it is. It's like a 2.6 or something.
Yeah, it's another one of these things where it's like it does nothing.
would be absolutely nasty with mushroom mammoth.
No, it wouldn't.
Also, I feel like it's like it takes up so many of your spots. Like your order has to be perfect for the
Yeah,
whale
it's
to do
two
like
things.
okay. Like it's bad. I think it made it out of F though.
Yeah.
Last guy.
Wow. All right.
Third to last.
Worm.
But who up late at night feeding they worm? 3. Actually, let's do 10 since it's our last one. Anyone else want to do it?
Nah, 3's good.
10, 9,
Good lord.
8, 7, 6. We have to get it over 10 minutes.
Right. Yeah. It's been like 3
5,
hours.
4, 3, 2, 1. A.
I think it's
B,
high B.
Toast. It's definitely not
After
A,
I said A, I thought B.
because you want it to be A and it sounds like an A, but
You
it's
just
not.
invest in it a lot. But I think it's
I
like
think
a pretty
it
good
requires some pears or a rabbit.
But you get it before pairs. That's the like it's annoying.
carry. No,
to-
I think it works with what's it called? Apples.
It
Yeah.
works kind of good. I kind of feel like if you apples and like
It works
alone
with-
aren't enough.
Apple and garlic, and you have
Oh, garlic is nice to put on it.
apple and garlic, and you have someone better than most of the guys at its tier.
I don't know if I like. I don't know
I think
what I
it's
could
better
put
than
this
sheep
above,
because it has better stats.
but
Yeah,
I don't know
I
if I
think
could
it's
put it
like-
above these.
Around
I-
about a snail.
I think that's right. I think that's correct, probably. Maybe better than Croc, but
So are we doing boar and skunk?
yeah, that we'll just add in post. Um,
Can you change the pictures, Ricky?
What do you mean?
Like, can you change the pictures down below? Can you like right click on them or something?
No. I don't know.
I will just
Probably
but
assign.
not.
you
something
can
for
change
it.
the background color.
We'll just assign like Peanut to be it or something.
Make it that.
Oh my god,
Yes.
my eyes.
Yes,
That's good.
that's awesome.
My eyes are blinded.
Um,
All right, let's do foods.
holy-
Foods can be quick though.
This is also great for clickbait because it like gets your attention. No. Let's do boar and skunk. Let's add boar and
But
skunk.
yeah, them first.
Should something
Um,
represent it?
What's the most representative of a board?
Well, this
well,
is like a
peanut-
pork chop.
Well, we don't have a peanut and coconut.
Yeah, peanut.
Oh.
It's between peanut, coconut, and butterfly.
Um,
Peanut
I think
and
a
coconut.
boar has to be a coconut because they're both on islands.
Sure. And
Boar's
skunk
not.
is like smelly like a peanut.
That kind of looks like the thing a skunk throws,
Oh yeah.
what does the skunk even throw?
like a bone.
Oh yeah, bone. Yeah, sure. So let's do what we're doing.
Let's do boar.
Boar. I would
3,
say
2, 1, D.
E.
I didn't
You
really
said
think about
D?
it. It's
I
not,
don't respect the boar. The
It's like
boar
this-
It's better than
it,
hippo. It's better than hippo.
it would be if it wasn't a 6
Oh.
tier.
well, the problem with it is that it technically is better than hippo, but like it's kind of
It's-
hard to get it popping. Same
It
with a
comes in
hippo,
too
really.
late.
I've had good
That's kinda
boars. The
late.
first game I played on the new update when they added boar, I won with a good boar.
I don't know.
It just I feel like it always comes at a point where like its stats aren't good anymore. And like you really have to hardcore buff it to get it up to speed.
Right.
Boar
Like it
tigers
starts behind the
cool.
scale.
Boar tiger's good, but like boar, like just getting a boar, especially which is already kind of late. When you get your first boar, it's like bad. Like it's like an 8.
I don't think it's
7.
that bad. But
Yeah,
especially
feel
in
like-
late game, you like I feel like I always just scroll through like 20 boars.
Honestly, for me,
the
I
thing
feel
is,
like
I feel like a hippo when it comes out, it's good on that turn. Like it's got good stats. A boar is behind the scale. Like the boar is
Yeah,
where it
maybe.
loses to your like level 3 mosquito.
So I guess C tier.
I put it at like the top of C because it's like it's on the cusp of being good. But
I want to put it by the rhino.
no that because it's not because rhino's like actually.
I would
like,
say put
pretty
it right
useless.
after Dodo Rooster.
See, that's also stupid because those are way worse.
I
I
don't
could put it-
respect the boar at all.
Behind the flamingo,
I don't even think I ever lose to boar teams, honestly.
I've won with boar before though. Actually,
Winning
my
with boar is cool. That's another thing. It's a
It is cool.
it is cool. That's true.
I'll go with
Um,
it. It's the last one. I want to go to bed soon.
Skunk?
skunk. 3, 2, 1.
Hey,
ID?
probably.
What'd you guys say? B?
I
I
said
said
A.
high B. I think it's the high B, low A.
No, I think it's definitely A because of just how good it is late game.
You know why I think it's A? Wait, where? I don't know where to put it, but like, let's say.
I don't think it's. I think it's.
I think it's around snake.
Yeah, I think it's better than leopard.
Really.
I would say so.
I
Worse
you know,
than
level
cow.
2 skunk does a lot. I'll give you that.
well because you know
Worse
why I
than
like
cow.
skunk is because when you first get a skunk, which is surprisingly early, it's like it does a pretty good thing, and then and it's like if you never get another one, you can sell it or whatever. But a level instantly when you get a level 2 skunk, it's like really like pretty good, and then a level
say-
3 skunk is crazy, like insanely.
Also, like, I think it really is one of the only counters to the bison, which is obviously super popular. Like, I feel like it's well positioned in the meta.
And with a tiger, it's insane. Like it ruins someone's buff team.
It also makes like the hedgehog builds possible.
Right.
Like,
That's true. Which is essential.
Anyways, yeah, I think wait, let's just review our tier list first.
are we not doing foods?
Well, I want to do this first, and I don't
Okay.
think food needs to be on this list. I think we can just do it one by one.
Yeah.
S tier, correct.
I disagree on the order, but I'll live with it. If anything, I kind of would like there to be a tie at the top.
Maybe. I just think the fact that it comes in so early, and early wins matter way more than
Yeah.
late game. It's more up in the air. I think A tier looks pretty correct. Maybe
I think Ox is too low. In my
I was gonna
opinion.
say Ox is too high.
You're not respecting the Ox.
Ox is fine.
The Ox is unbeatable at a certain point in the game.
Like, I really think Ox is like better than Fish. I think that's where it
I
belongs.
disagree with that.
It's so good.
I don't know. I think Snake's probably better than Ox.
I do
Ox
think
is just like a mid-game carry, I feel like.
Ox I kind of think is better than Cow, but I know you guys really like Cow.
I think Cow's better. I think it's fine where it is. Anyways, A tier, I'm fine with, I guess. B,
I feel like Gator's a little too high.
That's because of me.
B, I would say also Dolphin should be better than Turtle, just because you get Dolphin very early. Turtle early isn't that helpful.
That's true.
I think Gator, you're right, is a little too high. Maybe
I think Gorilla's a little too low. Rabbit is wildly too low.
That's
I think
insane.
Gator should be after Worm or Sheep.
Yeah.
Maybe just after Worm. Gator's definitely a better unit than Sheep, but Sheep comes in so much earlier.
I think Gator's an underutilized unit too.
That's
Yeah.
why I use it. Like
I think it's
just for
better
me, I
than
use
its
it so
usage.
much.
Are you still holding it?
What?
It looks lower than everyone else. So I thought you were still holding.
Oh, that's funny.
Um
I think the worm is just high up.
yeah, the worm's just floating. That's
When you look at it, they're
It's
actually
lower
kinda,
than the
like,
sheep.
wildly different.
Yeah, the sheep's legs are higher. Like that should be the lowest point.
like everyone else is around the same besides it, and it looks
No,
like
but look at like the crab. What is the crab doing?
The cat is. Wait, no, these are low too, though. Hold on. Oh no, it's way lower than those.
The gator is really bad.
It's
happening?
weird. I thought you were still holding it. Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's right. Otter, sure. Giraffe, sure. Gorilla, I feel like we just don't have enough data on.
Yeah, like I
Could
still
point
haven't
to
done the
it
level
being
three.
like kind of balanced where it is because we don't get to it that often.
Gorilla Monkey is really strong.
But
I'm
are you
sure, but
doing
it's
that?
just
Have
like
you ever
we
I
just
done
do
that?
it.
never get it.
I use it.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, I could take your word for it, but I think it's fine. I don't know. Where would you put Gorilla?
Like maybe above Otter.
Okay.
I think Giraffe's pretty good.
I honestly think maybe Giraffe above Otter.
Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Kanga, cat, crab. I think maybe crab could be higher, but I also don't use crab at all. Like I don't like crab,
But
but
honestly, it's not better than these other ones. Like it's
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think crab is fair.
yeah. Wabbit, I think should still be C, but
no, it's good there
it's
because
pretty completely average. Whatever. C tier.
Flamingo almost seems high to me. I'm not a
What is
fan
that
of
one again? The
Flamingo.
coconut, the
The
boar?
boar, yeah.
Yeah, I think cricket and dodo should be higher than those two.
I'll put cricket at the top of C because it's
And
useful.
dodo should be
Dodo
higher.
could be lowered. To be
No,
honest.
because I think cricket's bad, and I was just saying that so dodo could go up.
But cricket is a useful animal.
Dodo is so good still.
Dodo is
If you get it to level 2,
it's F.
it's so good.
If you get it
I
to
think
level
Dodo
two,
is
Which
well
you do
played.
because it's a tier 2.
and then it's still not good.
No, it is
Not
good.
worth
It is good.
I think Dodo is very well placed as it is. I think
Yeah.
Flamingo and Boar are both high.
Dodo should be high. Yeah. Yeah.
I could put Flamingo down. I don't. It doesn't need to be that high, to be honest.
And you guys are disrespecting the Spider.
The spider is perfectly.
Spider
placed.
should be lower.
I think the spider is not bad.
I
which is
think
why it's-
bring up Dodo Rooster past Flamingo.
It hurts to say. I think the Seal is too high.
maybe.
Hurt. Who gives a
I
shit
love
about
Seal.
the seal?
Seal's one of my favorite animals.
Great. Bring Dodo Rooster above Flamingo and what the fuck is that? Boar? Yeah.
I'll bring Rooster above.
Why? Rooster's worse than Dodo.
Yeah.
All right, then it stays behind.
No, you're wrong.
Rooster got
Dodo
promoted
is
to
definitely
Dodo
not better
'cause it
than
looked
Boar.
cool, but really
Yes, it
deserves to
is. Yes,
be
it is.
by the Beaver.
Because Dodo's tier 2, isn't it? Tier 2?
Is it? Rob, do you think Dodo is better than Boar? Oh, wait, you don't like Boar.
Yes, I don't like the Boar.
Yeah,
think
Dodo's
so.
tier 2.
I think the Boar should be around the Seal.
I don't know. I think it's
See,
higher than
I think Dodo's way better than those other two. Maybe
both. I'll
better than
move the
Flamingo.
Boar below the Parrot, I guess.
I don't like the Parrot at all.
No, Parrot works with
Here.
and that's it. But yeah, bring Spider and Seal lower. Probably past
Pig.
right.
No, I hate the Pig. I think this is the right order. I don't think.
Yeah, I
you
think
can
this
drop
is
them below
correct.
Pig.
Sure, I'm fine with that.
It's weird. I feel like Rhino looks so out of place as like a tier 5 that's like kind of fine, but
It's so bad though.
yeah, it is bad. It just doesn't look correct.
It's disgusting that it's a tier 5.
It could be a
I was
B
thinking
tier.
it was a tier 4 all along.
I mean, it could be a D tier.
I think Camel's being a little disrespected here.
I don't think so.
I think so too. I think it's better than
Camel's
Shrimp.
above a horse, actually.
Better than Horse?
I think I always forget though that Horse wins a certain amount of tier, like first turn wins with Double Cricket.
But I have like limited success with the Camel in like rounds 3 through 5.
Yeah.
Very
I think
limited.
people underrate Elephant
Camel always
Camel
gets
'cause
one
it's silly.
trigger.
But if you garlic it
Yeah.
and maybe like if you get a like a
Camel,
giraffe-
no, I'm saying at least one trigger. So
The camel gets one trigger for like one turn.
I think Camel is being underrated.
yeah, I think so too. I think it's well, no,
Like
Horse wins early
like
rounds
I don't
more
even
than
feel
I
like, for example, like I don't think it's a shock if you have a winning team with a Camel. Like that doesn't seem like a challenge run to me.
I could move it like move
The rest of
mammoth
those
down.
guys seem like challenge runs.
Maybe
around
Mammoth
there.
back, yeah, but I think Horse is still above it. Just,
Mammoth is terrible.
Maybe even below Shrimp.
I hate the Mammoth.
yeah.
Anyone?
I think Pufferfish, Blowfish could be higher,
Sure. I could put a
and I don't like Blowfish, but I think it could be higher than Shrimp. I don't know.
but I don't mind a
It's just
Blowfish.
hard to
Because-
decide of those.
mean, just
three,
do the
I hate
mental
them all so
math.
much.
Shrimp is what's it called?
Take 3.
+1 and +1 coin, I guess. And then Blowfish is like -2 to the opponent.
Yeah, the fact that this is the thing about Blowfish is the fact that it's -2, like it hits for 2. Like
Early on, it's like you
Wow.
pull it up on turn 3. So
like
it's
if you get hit by a mosquito, you're hitting them for 2. Like that's really good.
Also, like one hedgehog double blowfish does do pretty nice.
yeah, it
Yeah.
does numbers.
yeah. Anyways, I think the rest of it is probably correct.
Yeah, I mean these Fs are pretty good. Like,
Whale and no, actually Whale is right too. And then the Fs are correct as well.
Yeah.
Maybe Squirrel could be a D.
I think squirrel could be behind rat. I hate the squirrel.
Yeah.
but the squirrel
mean,
has a purpose.
Having
even though
been
it's bad.
forced to use it for like achievement runs, I see its purpose. But it's Dude, its old one was so bad.
Yeah, it wasn't.
If it was its
useful.
old one, I would agree with you 100%.
I
Put
don't.
it behind
I
Duck.
straight up. I don't know if it was a buff. Like because here's the
Definitely
thing.
a buff. It's definitely a buff.
Here's the thing. It went kind of hard with like a rabbit build, or like a rabbit cat build. If you could just get a lot of pears, that was nice, or a lot of chocolates.
But like,
It's
It's
also just
so
like a
useless
one
now.
trigger.
It's disgusting that you have to keep the squirrel. That's what's so bad. When you buy the squirrel, it should make stuff in the shop one cheaper, and then you should be able to sell it. You shouldn't be forced to keep the shitty squirrel around.
Anyways, that's our super auto pets tier list.
You better
Stuck
screenshot it.
around. Yeah, I mean, I'll screenshot in the report. Move your mouse, Rick.
sure.
There you go. Screenshotted. Okay, screenshotted it.
Yeah.
And then we can
It's
do
pretty
food.
accurate. I was a little hurt with rabbit, but I
You're
like.
lucky.
Yeah, you are. Ricky, you have to try Dodo more, because you'll learn.
Do you say Dodo Rooster or just Dodo?
Just Dodo.
If you just get level 2 dodo, it's pretty nice.
It's just
It's
so,
good.
it's such a waste. And I already
No, it's
have
not,
a
because
Dodo win.
On turn 2, you see or on turn 3,
You see a lot of dodos.
Dodos.
Like I
Like
see, I
one-
think on a lot of turn 3 shops, you get 2 dodos.
Turn 3, it's 1/12 of the animals you can see. Is that correct?
Also, it works really
Probably.
quite well with a giraffe.
That's true. Just buffing it, just buffing a dodo, and then you have someone buffing your tank.
I guess I could try it. Like a giraffe Dodo does seem viable.
It's
Just
it's
like-
still good.
It's just annoying. Like
It's surprisingly like I feel like dodo's bad in the mid game, but then it gets good in the end game.
Yeah.
Especially,
Well, it
what
definitely
also
used-
gets kind of nice is a dodo penguin.
Sure.
I remember
Use it on
the
someone cooler.
Dodo Dragon of the old days.
Yeah. I mean, still Dodo Dragon works, you know.
When you had Dodo Dragon and you could put something in front of the dodo, it was awesome.
You know what's crazy is that they tried to nerf monkey and made it better.
Yeah, that is funny.
Like
Did
I
they
feel
try
like
to
they,
nerf it?
they just
They made it
fundamentally
3-2.
They
misunderstood why
pushed
the
it,
monkey
they
was good.
made it a turn 5 and then gave it better buffs.
Yeah.
But those buffs
And they
are
made his
insane.
stats worse. They're like, that's why Monkey's good, obviously, because he comes out as like a 3-5. It's like-
that was crazy when they
Like,
they
But
did
it's
it.
crazy they
not why
just
the
made
monkey's
his
broken.
buffs better. Yeah.
Yeah,
His
like they made
2-2
it
is a
even
good
more
buff.
polarizing.
Yeah. Anyways, let's just rapid fire these foods.
Oh sure.
Apple,
See,
say C or B. Meat, B. Well, I don't put them in there. That's like
Okay. The meat
Um,
is
meat is B. Can is A.
D.
can is B.
You
I don't
said
like
D?
the can. I don't.
think
I
can
don't
is
respect
worse.
the can.
Can is definitely
might
worth it,
even-
especially when you're trying to buff, like when you're trying to keep a certain team, you just buff the shop. Because that
Honestly,
I don't respect the can.
It's
I say D.
probably it honestly is closer to C than B for me. The more I think about it, like I just don't can that much. It's not that worth it.
I think can is good. Anyways,
And they
chili,
nerfed it.
I
chili,
like
A.
the chili. Hey, I love chili.
Chili
Chili
on
peppers, like,
on deer is so intuitive, even though I don't even know if it's good.
Chili on a tank is obviously not as good as garlic or melon, but it kind of does a lot. And also, you can cheese people with oxes, which
It
is
doesn't
nice.
do it
You
doesn't
can
do
cheese
too
buses sometimes.
it doesn't do too much with garlic armor. It's like 3 damage.
Yeah, it's not that, but it's good for getting rid of melon armor, which is why
I
it's.
think it's just
interesting.
more fun than anything.
Yeah.
No, I like it. It also destroys something.
Garlic, S
Yes,
tier,
yeah, definitely.
honey pot, A tier.
Hey.
I'd say S on honey as well.
Well, it does win you a lot. That's
I think
arguable.
cupcake is B.
Sure.
I think it's lower.
I just think cupcake wins you early rounds. like
I think it's C. And it's
early
also
rounds
it's
are
a
what you need to win.
scourge
Well,
in
if you're
later
having
rounds.
like,
Yeah, I
uh,
hate having cupcake in later rounds.
if you're having a good like, if you're going for like a perfect game or something, a cupcake is pretty useful. Like,
If you're just even if you're just trying to win, 'cause
Also,
the early
this
round
this
wins.
list is missing chocolate.
That's true.
Chocolate
wrong with
actually
it?
is the only double
S.
S tier.
Yeah, chocolate's definitely
I
S.
think it's better than S tier. I think it's like you almost I like can count on one hand the number of times I haven't used a chocolate.
Yeah, I'm just saying I think chocolate is S, and then we'll get to another S. But mushroom is D.
I think it's
it's only
C.
good on Scorpion.
I think
it's
it's C.
only
It's
good on
good on
Scorpion.
deers also. It's
So- but
It's
good
only
on,
good on Scorpion,
problem with-
it can
deer.
be useful on a tiger sometimes as
Sort of.
anti-sniping.
But the whole deer.
You know what I was
mushroom
pissed
thing,
off
you have to
about
move it
is
around.
I had it on my snake so that it would like resist a snipe, but I had a fucking fly build and the fly was bigger than the 1/1 snake. So
Yeah.
show up. So anything with like what's it called? Fly builds, it doesn't work with. It's stupid. Pear is A,
I think S. Actually,
maybe S.
It's
it's
not
so
S.
good. I mean, you rarely pass up a pear.
I think pear is
Okay.
close. Pill is A, I think.
I was
Pill's
gonna say
A.
A.
Yeah, it's
I think
A.
pill's very good, and I oftentimes find myself pilling like so much early game. It gives you so much like flexibility early game.
Yeah, I don't know. I definitely pass up on pills a lot.
Pizza, it comes in so late that I low-key don't even really know what it does specifically.
I
The
think
pizza.
D.
The
Arguably
pizza's a
F.
B because it's two pairs on two different things, but it's random.
It's so bad. I think D.
I feel like it's decent. I don't know. Salad bowl, I'd say B or A.
I'd
It's a
say
B.
C.
What is it again? It's 1
It's
1
two
3.
1-1s.
It just comes early, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
nice.
And sushi is 3 1-1s or
Yeah,
It's 3
sushi
1,
is like an
which is
A.
pretty good. Yeah, I like
Sure.
sushi.
yeah, sushi I guess would be an A. Salad
Also,
bowl,
I feel like the
guess
thing
would be a
about the
C.
salad is that like you really only want the salad in a food build, but by the time your food build is popping, you really want a sushi, and so a salad is just like kind of disappointing. Like once you have a few rabbits out there, like a salad is just like,
Oh, and butterfly
S.
tastes that good. Yeah, so we did it.
you gotta hit us with an outro, Ricky.
Yeah, scroll up, Rick, so we
Yeah.
see our end product. Yeah, hit us with the outro.
Yeah. That's our tier list and we're sticking to it. You know? Colin Quinn, anyone?
Reference for this graphic.
Yeah. he hosted Weekend Update. So
Make
You
sure
better save this, Ricky, and not lose it.
make sure to pound the like button and subscribe if you want more 4-hour videos. Probably won't be making more 4-hour videos, but
Ricky will cut it down.
we're coming at you with the SAP content, the Smash content, chess content, the Battle Royale content, the Einstein content, the Bed Wars content, the movie content, the hip hop content, the law school content, the New York vlogs,
baseball, Robin
baseball, soccer, variety,
I. Most importantly.
Twitch drama, anything really. But yeah, if any big YouTubers want to donate us for this React content, 4-hour React content,
It's pretty
You're
good.
welcome.
yeah.
That's a whole stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're the next big thing. Don't forget us, you know?
You want to be a day one is the thing.
Yeah. We're posting this on Reddit. So if you came from Reddit and you made it this far through, shout outs. Let's go. Cool. And that's pretty much it. How do I end this recording?